In a world where love is sought but rarely understood, three men gather, not to agree, but to reveal truth. One who stayed, one who strayed, one who was changed. Not prophets, but proven. Not perfect, but honest. This is the Three Wise Men. In a world where love is sought but rare.
Welcome on now, everybody. It's your boy, your host with the mostest, Ira, aka I call myself Urban, and I got my favorite co-host, the ninja that get on my nerves the most, my boy Barry Lee. He can call himself whatever you want to call him. But what's up, Barry?
Get the name right, sir. The name is Big Head.
I'm sorry, Big Head Barry.
Man.
Okay. Maybe you can tell him how you got that nickname later on. But yo, man, we ain't got no specific topics we're gonna talk about. It's mainly about some Q&A today. We're down to host today because unlike me and my co-host, we ain't married. So he down there on a vacation with his wife. Hey, be safe down there, LR. We catch you next week, brother.
We don't know that yet. We just know he's on vacation. We don't know what or who or where. The man could be by himself. He could be on a business trip.
He's on vacation. Know. He's on vacation with his wife. You know what I'm saying? He's on vacation with his wife. Hey man, go raw. All right, Barry.
Stupid. First of all, everybody, welcome to the Three Wise Men. Of course, again, as he stated, his name is Ira Parker. He is the host of the Urban Opinionated under the Three Wise Men. And I, of course, am again Big Head Barry. As always, yes, thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And please feel free to call in if you have anything you want to get off your chest. And also, too, you may put in questions in the chat as well. As he said, we are down one wise man, so we do have two. That's okay. We're going to make this happen. So I look forward to being a good show. Summertime is here. A lot of things have been happening in the last week. I wish LR was here so that way I can tell him about the New York Knicks after 53 years of a drought, capturing the first NBA championship after 53 years. I don't know about you. I called it. I said Knicks will be 4-2. They actually one up me and end up winning it 4-1 with a gentleman's sweep against the San Antonio Spurs. Bad coaching. It comes down to it. I'll be honest with you, the Knicks is probably the only team I've seen thus far in these playoffs. They can be down 20 or 30 with like 5 minutes left and still win by like 5 or 6. So it's like you can never count them out. Of course, I'm a Philadelphia Sixers fan. I mean, Philadelphia Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, anything all day. But the fact that they were able to come back, I don't know if that's just bad defense on San Antonio or if that was just good play by the Knicks. My man Jalen Brunson went home with the MVP. Personally, I think OG, was it OG Ebanobi, whatever his name is? I think he probably should have won the MVP. But I don't think he cares. I think he's glad he got the championship. They pieced that together. They pieced that team together over the years with the draft picks with Mikal Bridges and signing Cat from Minnesota. Got the Villanova boys together. And they are, the 7th team now to be 7 different championships since 2019 to win it. So congratulations to the Knicks on winning it 4-1. It's unfortunate for San Antonio. I think they still had a good season. I think they still did a good job. They need to do a little bit more tweaking. But yeah, hats off to them. So let's see if they can enjoy this time. I know New York went crazy. I know they went crazy. I had a few friends that said they was up there. They was celebrating. They was partying. But I don't know. I hope everybody was safe. Nobody got in trouble. Nobody got pregnant. Nothing crazy. I know Spike Lee is happy when they do the ring invitation. Spike Lee should get a ring. Just give him an honorary ring because he be at every single Knick game probably since like 1995. So give old Spike a ring. But did you have anything you want to add as far as with the Knicks and the Spurs?
The only thing I'm gonna say about the Knicks winning, congratulations. And I ain't never seen so much Knicks fans in my 40+ year life. And let's just say the past 30 years, I know and I've been watching basketball. I have there's about 25 to 30 people on my social media. I didn't even know they was Knicks fans. I ain't never seen these Knicks fans. But you know what? Congratulations.
It's like the year Golden State won it. How many Golden State Warrior fans have you seen? OKC won it. You ain't never seen so many OKC. All of a sudden now Seattle Supersonic winners. And then what was the other one? Toronto. Even when Toronto won, all of a sudden now you Canadian now. You know, like the Toronto Raptors. They were an expansion team from years ago. All of a sudden now you like them. So, or people's like, I was born and raised in New York, but now I live in Philly. So that, makes me a Knicks fan. It's like, okay, that's fine. Jump on the bandwagon and celebrate it. I'm going to be Sixers until I die, regardless. Good luck on defending it next year. That's out the way. Baseball is in effect now. The Phillies just won again against the Marlins. I was actually at the Phillies game yesterday, and they beat them. They beat them again today. So, this could be the Phillies year. Let's hang in there. And of course, in a couple months, we got football kicking off. This is going to be a tremendous season. I can't wait to see what we're going to do with the team this year as far as another offensive coordinator for the Eagles. See what the play calling is going to be like. AJ Brown is out the building. Let's see if that remedies the problem. Let's see what the offense looks like. Let's see what the defense looks like. Like that's still always questionable. Let's see what the depth chart looks like. Get off Jalen Hurts top. Let the man work, and let's see if we can rally to the Super Bowl this year. So, but it should be a very interesting upcoming few months for sports for Philly. As far as even with the Phillies, like I said, this can be our year. I have a feeling we're on a 2-game winning streak. We are blowing the Marlins out in our series. We got one more tomorrow. And I guess FIFA is taking over in soccer. I'll be honest with you, my cousin probably the only one who got me into soccer. I've never really been a big soccer fan, but when he took me to was a Subaru Stadium to watch the Union play, I went out there with him and my little nephew. And I'll be honest with you, I fell in love with it then because I was like, the energy and the camaraderie, and it felt like I was on the soccer field out there with them because it was like everybody, like the seats was right there. Everybody was hollering and screaming and cheering and drinking Modelo's and was it the soccer T-shirts, and they was just out there going crazy. So I love that energy. They're going to be holding over at the Lincoln Financial Field. I got stuck in a lot of that traffic this weekend, so I can tell it's huge, which is good because it's going to bring a lot of money, a lot of revenue to the city. Definitely a lot of energy as well. So it all sounds like great money to me. So I'm with it. I am with it.
Soccer's cool, man. It was actually my favorite sport growing up.
Was it?
Yeah, well, I played soccer I played soccer for the first 13 years of my life.
Okay.
I was one of the baddest boys, and I know it's not a joke. Like I had the record. I had the record in South Jersey for the most goals indoor in one game. I had 9 goals. That was an indoor soccer league. As you notice, though, once you get 13 or 14, that's 8th grade and 9th grade, so you have to make a choice: soccer or football. And so, why I'm saying all that, because it don't matter. It's one of those coulda, shoulda, woulda, but I was really good at soccer. Really good at soccer, which that's why I transformed to when I played in high school. I played for Camden High. Well, Camden High. Shout out Camden. I was the kicker, and in high school, I kicked the 52-yard field goal. Still got that joint on tape. But when you,
all right, Janikowski.
No, I know how to kick. Like I know how to kick. Like seriously, I know how to kick. Like we got videos now. I didn't know how to kick now. looking back, I just should have said, forget trying to be Jerry Rice, kick the ball. But when you, but I know all the rules of soccer. I know how to play soccer. If my son wanted to play, I'm gonna let him play.
Oh yeah, let the little kids play because the scholarships that they give and the NIL money and the generational wealth and then the publicity and all that stuff from it, like it's becoming so huge now to where it's like let them kids get into everything and anything that they can get their hands on and get their minds wrapped around because athletics is where it is now. Like that's where a significant amount of the money is, no matter what it is. So I condone that. If y'all got kids out there and y'all want to push them into something, and y'all want to change their lives, get them into a sport, and then let that money come in and make sure that they keep their mind on them books and off them girls and keep focusing on their little craft. So my little cousin, my little nephew, he plays and he's young. He's actually pretty good, but he's focused on it. He's in the house practicing and kicking, and he's pretty locked in with that, and that's actually pretty a good thing. So, but yeah, FIFA's big and it's coming up. I'm not sure who's playing what and where because it's just so much going on, so I can't really follow. I know there's like a lot of preliminary games. I know there's a lot of like some expedition games, maybe some practice games. But trust me, when it gets bigger, and I guess USA is involved, I'm gonna probably be locked in and watch it. I'm gonna probably definitely be locked in and watch it. So, but yeah, congrats to all those professional athletes out there. Make your money. Make your money.
Right.
And some sad news out here. There was actually unfortunately, there was a shooting today at the Wilmington Hospital over at the Christiana Care. It was earlier this afternoon. Unfortunately, it was a coworker opening fire on another coworker. And the crazy part about it is that coworker that actually opened a fire is actually still at large, and the police are actually searching for them. Their identity right now has not been revealed to the public, but as of right now, they do have it. Police have it. They're searching for it, and they will bring out more details later.
Was you cool with the coworker who was shooting?
I had no idea who the coworker is.
Did you beef with anybody at the job, like tell them to shut the fuck up when they walk through the door or something like that?
I mean, it's a possibility, but it ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, then watch your back. That's what I'm trying to say. Watch your back.
Mark, hey, look, it is what it is. Nah, I mean that's crazy. My thing would be like, where the hell was security at that they actually was able to get away, and how the hell they get a gun up in there through the metal detectors and through clearing? I don't know. All I know is if you pissing people off like that, you coming to work that you ready to fire off on somebody that's there. Yeah, you might want to think twice about your work buddies and thinking that y'all friends and y'all cool. Like, no, y'all go to work. That's it. Go to work, do your 8 hours, and skate. Don't go there and try to be somebody's buddy and pal and friend because they may not like you as much as you think they like you. So for your own protection, go do your 8 and skate. Mind your business. Karen, get up out of people's faces. Don't be telling them stuff. Don't be annoying them. Don't be stressing them because they're going to take that shit out on you. So they didn't say anybody got hurt, but the fact that they said somebody was shooting at them, like somebody potentially could have got hurt or even somebody could have got hit in the crossfire. Be careful out there. Hope they find them. I hope whatever justice is needed is handed out accordingly. But this shit has to stop. Like you can't be doing that. Kids could have got hurt, old people could have got hurt, innocent bystanders, just because somebody's disgruntled or if somebody don't like their shift or don't like somebody else. You ain't got time for all that. So just be on the careful with that one, y'all. So, but that's actually all I got for that part of it. So there was a few questions that loaded up into the chat that we are probably going to take a stab at, and this is actually good because it gives you guys the opportunity to actually call in to add and connect with us if you want to add. And I always want and would appreciate any questions from the ladies. So we're not answering on your behalf, but we'd love to hear what you have to say. Please feel free to be on screen. You don't have to show your face. We would love it if you do. But as always, be respectful. That's it. Be respectful. Be engaging. Be in tune. Be connected. Be respectful. And we'll extend the same courtesy to you. So now, first question. This question comes from Debbie. Debbie asks, and I encourage all to chime in as well. Why is there a double standard with women? Why is there a double standard with women? If Ira, if you want to go first, and I can cycle back up. That's it's a no-brainer.
I mean, the way I grew up is that's just the way it is. It's like, ladies first. The most gentleman thing to do. I mean, it's a sense of entitlement. It's not every group, every gender, race, whatever. However you want to break it down, we all have privileges. We all have double standards that works against us and works for us. This is one of the double standards that, questions. And so it's like, why is it double standard with women? Okay, so I would say this. What are we? This is why I wish there was one thing. Why, what's the double standard on what? Because everything is not bad and everything is not good depending on what the double standard is with women. Double standard with what? Like she says, why is there a double standard with women? There's a double standard in everything. So it's hard for me to answer the question because I can't interact with this person, number one. Number two, double standard in what with women? You know what I'm saying? All right, let me pick one. It's just like this. A woman hit a man hit a woman, we all know. Everybody in their mouth. You a man hit a woman, you a punk, you a bitch, all that crap. We innately know all this, right? We all know this. And whatever. So we know everything about the man, which I agree with. But when a woman hits a man and then the man reacts, he's still a punk. He's still
I'm glad you said that one. So let's stay right there on that one. So if a woman hits a man, right? So if this woman is like 5'5", 230, and she hits a man that's like 5'9", 170 with a left hook, because she got a little strength to her, a little power behind her, is he still a bitch if he swing back?
I don't know. It's them. I wouldn't call him a bitch. I would be like this. Say it was me, right? I wouldn't hit a woman, but I will go far enough to make sure they won't hit me. So that just pin them down, walk away if they're following me and they hit me. Like the only thing is, here's what my daddy always told me. You ever see women hit dudes right here, all that, like, get out of here, bitch, all that crap like that, right? All that stuff like that, right? But you can't hit me in my face because a face is
face is my fortune.
You have reactions. So I wouldn't advise I don't advise anybody to hit anybody in the face because your first reaction is to do something, attack. So I wouldn't advise. So I'm gonna say if you do want to hit a man, don't hit him in the face. You know what I'm saying? But don't hit him in the face. That's just not really. It's not really a good idea.
First of all, keep your damn hands to yourselves. You shouldn't be hitting no grown man in the first place. Yeah. Because if a man keep telling you stop hitting them, and you keep hitting them, by the 99th time you keep telling him stop, by the 100th time he actually haul off and hit you. Now you surprised that he hit you after he told you stop hitting them 99 times. Yeah, that's kind of on you. Keep your damn hands to yourself. If you don't have no good conflict resolution to where you can resolve an issue without putting your hands on them, woman versus man, yeah, that's an internal problem. You got some stuff that you need to kind of work on. Now, I actually know Debbie personally, and with her size and stature, so I don't think it's that aspect of it. I think in knowing her and talking with her about dynamics as far as with men and women, because she's of a different culture. So she wants to understand a lot of Black culture in comparison to her culture, Jewish and white and stuff like that. She wants to know the difference, and also too, as far as even with women, because certain things for certain people is just pretty much just static all the way across the board. It's just like this is what they're used to, this is what they grew up with, this is what they know. But for other people, it's totally different. Double standard for women. Yeah, there is a double standard. I mean, for a lot of stuff where it's like, yeah, you said you can't touch them. You can't say certain things. You can't react a certain way. You can't feel a certain way. You can't do certain things. Um, they control a lot of different dynamics as far as, you know, how we live and how society revolves. So some things is excusable, some things is not. But you got to kind of be specific a little bit for us to kind of really pinpoint on that. But I guess overall, in generality, yeah, there is a double standard. But to probably clarify, to answer that specifically, it would be helpful to know exactly what double standard we're actually talking about. But innately, yeah, it's always going to be that.
I mean, another double standard is in the workplace. A woman can touch a man, hug him, touch him, and there won't be no sexual harassment claims. But that goes, you know, that's one. And then vice versa, if you go to a girl and be like, "Hey, how you doing, baby?" That could be
In HR.
you in HR. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it depends what double standard is. You know what I'm saying? So because there's double standards in with women in certain races. It could be, you know, a different ethnicity. Certain ethnicities got certain type of double standards too as well. So it's just everything. Like I say all the time. It just depends on what the subject is, but we all have double standards, and we all used our double standards to our advantages, but we never like when it's a disadvantage. We all do that. That's all.
Yeah, don't nobody like it when it's against us. I mean, if it's against somebody else, yeah, we all for it. We all want to rally behind it. But when that's reflected back on us, now we're like, yeah, we don't like that reflection.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that one. So, but I probably will reach out to her just to see if she had any more context with that. That way I can kind of get a full detail so I can give her a full Wiseman answer to that versus just trying to piece together something here. So I saw something else flash up there.
Yeah.
I think this might be an addendum of that one. So I think it says, what makes men and women different, such as body, focus on purpose, comfort, and decisions? I mean, that's easy. This is the mindset, our thinking. You know, women think more with internal about how they feel, more emotional, more sensitive to certain things, and they don't really think as far as the linear thought process, the logical, the reasonable, the mathematical part, maybe like how this is going to pan out. They kind of think of stuff like immediately resolution, how it's going to make me feel. I guess that's the beauty, because like men have a superpower and so do women. And if we kind of can combine those together, we can kind of make, you know, better decisions together. But I think the ego kind of takes over and the pride takes over to where nobody really wants to listen to each other. Kind of want to be better than each other. Men have a strength as far as leadership, direction, authority, decision making, you know, posture and poise. Women have more of a superpower where it's like loving, nurturing, forgiving, understanding, compassionate, you know, and then you combine those together, you know, you can collectively, you know, be a great force. But I mean, there's a lot of significant differences. I mean, just how we see things, how we view things, you know, how we figure things how we like our decision making, our planning, our conflict resolution, our patience, you know, our comprehension, our conversations, our accountability, our truthfulness, like a lot of stuff. Like there is a significant amount. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us great. We actually need each other collectively to be better individuals. If there's children involved, or even just to understand each other. Like you can't just have a man just having 100% of his own knowledge and not having some type of feminine comprehension. You can't have just a woman just having her own comprehension without having no man intervention. Like it's going to be imbalance. It's got to be, 50-50, but we're at the age right now to where we only like the beat of our own drum. We only like to hear what we want to hear. We don't really necessarily want to combine somebody else's, because everybody's egotistical and prideful, arrogant, and borderline asshole-ish. So it's like, Can you accept the difference? Some people can, some people cannot. You know, some people don't want to. I see good purpose in a lot of women as far as that part of that question. You know, on purpose, a lot of women going to school, getting their degrees, getting education. You know, buying houses, developing families and stuff. Some guys are probably just going to work and just, you know, working a 9 to 5, or maybe have a side hustle or whatnot, and their education too. But you know, I see it from both sides. But it all depends on you know, your grit and your grind, and your mental strength, your mental capacity. You know, you formulate that into your plan, and then you posture it, and then you teach that to your youngsters. You can teach to yourself, your self-worth. So it's a significant amount of differences between us both, but that's what makes us all great. We just have to learn from each other and kind of take some advice from each other, and not being so egotistical, arrogant, asshole-ish, and think we know everything, men and women, and we probably can be a better race of people.
All right. That was a redundant question, so I wasn't going to answer that. This is the next one right here.
All right, so this one is from my Sri Lankan friend. Her name is Miss Asanki. She actually asked me this on behalf of one of her friends, but I actually told it to her in person, but I'm gonna say it on here. So her question was, why do men go through theatrics to get your attention, but they do nothing with it when you give it to them? Possibly the thrill of pursuit might be for some of them, where it was like just the chase. They felt it was a good look. Like, hey, let me see what this is about. But if they probably,
you reading off a cue card?
nah, I kind of wrote some side notes to it, because I was like, you know, I don't want to just I could freestyle it, but I don't really want to do that because I just want to lose my train of thought. But some stuff I thought was important. So, but sometimes also too, the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, where it's like he might have thought it was great to pursue you and chase you, and then it's like, now he got you, and it's like, shit, I did all that for this. Like, it's just not worth it. But there is a thrill there. There is an excitement there. There's like, I want to see what this is about. And then you catch it, and it's almost like, well, now what do I do with it? I mean, it's not like a fish. It's not like you throw it back. I mean, you can, but I don't think that'll be appropriate.
Hold that thought. Hold that. You can keep on going. Just to answer this question from Asanki.
Asanki, yeah.
Ashanti, yeah.
So disrespectful.
So why do some men go through theatrics? In layman's terms, I'm gonna be that guy tonight. You know what I'm saying? In layman's terms, he don't like it. He wanted to hit it. That's it. Next. That's it. I mean, listen, let me tell you something about that question. Because that question goes so left or right.
There's depths to it.
Yeah. Why do some men? Why? Because if they like you, they would have kept it up. Now, especially when you say get your attention, if that attention means he got the draws already, you're done. You're done. I'm not here to. I don't give those answers like to placate to people's feelings. And I'm also talking about people over 35, or you know what I'm saying. That's my dating demographics is 35 and up, or 30 and up. You know what I'm saying? These answers, these are people. These are grown people. You 30 and up. These are grown people who are already set in their ways about everything. You know who you like. 9 to 10 people, especially in the dating world, you only dating the person you with because you're not with the person who you want to be with. There's a bunch of shit going on like that. So people like the men that she deal with or she's talking about, like who likes you. That's it. If you like or you pay attention to who likes you, you won't even have to ask this question ever again.
Well, she was asking this question to me when it's about what she said one of her friends asked her that. because I was curious. I don't think she's in that space
Well,
for
her,
that
her
for
friend,
various reasons. But
well, that was direct to your friend, Asami. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Brad. If you want to keep on going on with that question.
I was gonna say like maybe he found out that she's actually not that attractive. Um,
That could
like
be.
once you actually land on them, it's like you start unraveling stuff. You start peeling back the wig and you pulling off lashes and you're wiping off the makeup and then you're taking off this and that, and it's come to find out like your rating number that you thought you were at and that he probably thought you
See,
saw you at has
see,
dropped significantly.
see, when it comes to she's talking about dating, right? When men do that, right? When men like lead people on, what they call it? Call that gaslighting, or what they call it? Like something like that, right? Men leading women on. We all know that you shouldn't have did that. You know, these men out here. There's a lot of people out here who play with women's feelings, right? But the opposite, women do the same thing. It's called breadcrumbing, and a lot of y'all breadcrumb niggas. And if you don't know what breadcrumbing is, I will get into it later on. But breadcrumb is exactly what it is. Like basically, you give the person you're dating, you give that person just enough to keep that person around, but you're not giving them the solid. Like you basically like imagine this is breadcrumb. You got a dude that you already screwed, right? But he's not really doing all the other stuff, but just laying the pipe, right? And you like it, you love it, whatever. But you also got another dude that you know who likes you, and you might do certain things with that person. You'll do everything with that person, but anything physical, so that person who's in question, they think they still have a chance because you're doing the other things with that person. And hi handsome or hey king, you know all those little things like that people
You can
do,
miss me
right?
with all that. Yeah, I don't do
So I'm
that.
saying it's the same thing, but when women do it, we call that breadcrumbing, and when men do it, they call it something else. But that's what it is. Everybody get breadcrumb. You know, and but after a certain age, we should just know, like, listen, what the hell you think I'm talking to you because I'm just a nice guy. I'm talking to you because I like you. If you don't want to take advantage of that, cool. I'm not gonna breadcrumb you. But unfortunately, too many people play games. And guess what? What goes around comes around. Don't think that you can't breadcrumb people and then want the same you and don't think the same thing gonna happen to you. That's what a lot of women are doing. What a lot of people do. They never tell you what they're doing. A lot of people can dish it out, but they can't take it. Anything they do.
Yeah, nobody can do that. Nobody likes the
No,
honesty
a
when it
lot of
comes
people
to
can.
that.
People can, but the majority, a lot of people, you see all these memes going across. What I need a man who do this, do that. I need a woman who do this, do that. Yeah, but you're you know,
People need to ask specific questions and go into details. Like if you are dealing with somebody at the capacity, the man needs to ask the woman, like, hey, what is this like, what are we doing? Basically, not necessarily what are we doing, but like, just ask specific and detailed questions as far as your involvement with that person. So that way you're not assuming something. And women need to actually be honest with themselves, whether or not if they really even like entertaining or engaging this person that they're with, which a lot of them do not do that. They will kind of play that whole game and just hope and wish that they catch the idea that they don't like them like that because their communication fell off, because they haven't answered their phone calls, or because they blocked them, or because they always busy when they talk to them. I'm like, no, that's not effective communicating. That's basically going to string people along and make them believe that something is wrong, give you some time, try again harder, or have a different approach, versus just coming right out and saying, you know what, I'm not really feeling you. I don't like you. I don't want you. Goodbye. Simple as that. But some people don't do that. I would recommend and highly suggest that men and women both be honest with yourselves, be truthful with yourselves, especially the person that you're dealing with, whether it be platonic situation, relationship, whatever the case may be. And that there is feelings involved, communicate to them effectively exactly what it is that it is. So that way there is no feelings hurt, nothing lost, no misfire communication. Nobody wants to be in the fucking gray area.
okay. You said it. All right. So this is the next question. I'm gonna read this. So somebody gave me this. Was this a man or a woman?
It's a question from another viewer. I don't know. It just came into my my thing. I couldn't really see the the thing. If like it's like one of them images in there, I couldn't really see if it was a man or a woman. So,
Okay, because I'm hopefully this is a man.
but it sounds like a dude.
I'm hoping it is because it would look suspicious if women would ask this question.
Right. Yeah, it sounds like it's a dude. This one came off of my actual my Big Head Barry page. So, are you reading?
So they wrote this on your Big Head Barry page.
Yeah. Or they sent it to my thing. I gotta pull it up and send it.
Go ahead.
So it says, question from anonymous viewer. It says, why do these ladies get mad when we try to make them fess up to their wrong, calling us lames or sassy? What is your brother's opinions? Yeah, I would think that's probably a dude. So why do these ladies get mad when we try to make them fess up to their wrong? Well, brother, that leads to one word, accountability, which a lot of them don't have and don't like. Nobody likes to be told that they're wrong. No one wants to be shamed or guilted into something. Everybody wants to be right. And if you're asking specifically why these women do that, because it's a defense mechanism. I guess they are bred from watching stuff off the internet that if a man is to respond to a woman of something of indifference, it's okay to be derogatory or say inappropriate things to him, because I guess he's not allowed to speak. He's not allowed to have an opinion against a woman because what she says is right and whatever he says is wrong, no matter what it is. And I call bullshit on that. Motherfucker, if you're wrong, you're wrong. If somebody can point that out, and they point it out in a way so that way you can learn from it, so you're not out here just looking stupid, then so be it. But they don't like it because so many people have made it popular to kind of kick back to it, and they think it's cute. They all have the same weird colloquialisms that they be saying, the all weird sayings, clocking the T, all that shit. Everybody says the same damn thing. And they all are running in the same race and then running in the same path and the same pattern. And it's all stupid to me. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're dealing with somebody intimately and you want to point something out, yeah, it's about growth. That's how you learn from your mistakes versus just making the same mistake over and over again. They get mad because don't nobody want to be caught out on their shit. Like don't nobody want to be said that they wrong. They might even know they wrong. And especially if a man told them that they wrong, so now they feel extra stupid. Like, well, damn, I'm wrong, and a man told me I'm wrong, so now they feel double stupid because they think they know more and they think they're better. So they're gonna try to defame your character and drag you through the mud, make you look stupid and feel bad. When in actuality, they hurt, they shame, and their pride is hurt, and probably egos hurt a little bit too. So I don't agree with it, but that seems to be the young world that we in right now, as far as how to handle an indifference when a man says something to correct you, whether it be right or wrong. Women can't seem to handle that, but y'all need to learn.
Yeah, we just like to answer that one before, so I'm going to go to the next one.
Hopefully I answered it for you, brother, whoever you might be. Let's see. Question from Amanda. How do I tell a guy I'm interested in, I like him, without acting like I'm pressing him or swelling his head up? How do you tell him you like him? Easy. Just like you did here. Just say, hey, Jim, John, James, Tyrone, whomever, I like you. I'm into you. Don't say it based upon what you feel as though he might reply back to you. Be confident in that because he actually might like to hear that. He might actually need that or want that. If you're basing what you're saying to him off of his reaction, then you have to think to yourself, do you really like him? Or are you just a fear of the rejection of what he might say? Because to me, that's very elementary. Because you could miss an opportunity to express something to somebody in a way that might be pivotal to whatever your relationship is. And if you miss that window of opportunity, it can be damaging to you later, because if he moves on from you and goes and finds someone who actually does all of that you wanted to do, there's nothing that's going to make you feel any better about that. You're going to be devastated, especially if you're really into him, if you really like him. I personally think you should speak up and let him know specifically. Tell him how you feel. Make sure it's comfortable. Don't be embarrassed. Like, be confident in what you say. I'm pretty sure you said some things in your life that you said it directly. You said it with your chest. You said it, confidently. Especially when it's something of the heart. If you feel for somebody, let them know. They might need to hear that. Funny part is, they might feel the same way about you. Everybody's so afraid now to express and tell somebody they like them, because they're so afraid and worried about everything else surrounded of the answer versus the actual dynamic of what occurred. Like, that's stupid. Let's say he might not be here tomorrow, knock on wood. Something might happen. You miss an opportunity to tell him something. Let's say he might be leaving, or something might occur, or there might be a life-altering decision or something changing. And now you're going to be living with the regret. Damn, I wish I'd have said that, or I wish I did this and wish I did it. Don't do that shoulda, coulda, woulda stuff. Let this man know. It ain't even got to be a lot, because he probably understand it. You can sit him down, sit next to him, and just say it directly. And call him by his name. Give him eye contact. And even nudge up to him a little bit. You ain't got to dance around and beat around the bush, and you ain't got to, do play on words. I'm a big fan of just saying shit directly. Go directly to the rip. This man might need to hear that. And guess what? Depending on what you say and how you say it, your night might end up turning out being good. So I'm going to say to you, Amanda, you better go ahead and sit down and tell this man that you like him and you feeling him and you into him, you attracted to him. Because if you don't, if he's handsome, if he's attractive and he got other women, you think somebody else going to say that? Probably will. Probably have. He might be waiting on you. You wait too long, you might miss your opportunity. You better get your ass in gear. Swell that man's head up. Men like that. Especially if you dealing with him, if you fucking with him. Why would you not swell his head up? Why would you not make him feel bigger and better than everybody else is around him? That's the whole purpose. Why would you not make him feel like a priority? Why would you not make him feel like he's of significant importance? Girl, you better tell that man. Sit him down. Call him right now. Wake his ass up. Call him right now. FaceTime him. And then let him know that you're on your way. I gotta tell you something. He'll trust me. A man wake up. You call a man late at night, you FaceTime him, you tell him it's important. That man might gotta be to work in like 3 hours. If you live close, he'll be like, yeah, all right, come on. What you got to tell me? Come on. He'll succumb to that if it's important. Time is ticking.
All right, so let me give you Amanda this. Amanda, let's make it simple. We don't care what women say. Well, I don't. I'm talking now. This is me. I don't care what a woman tells me. I care what a woman shows me. So, if she wanted, I think women know this in general. If you like a person, you put yourself around that person. Simple. Women don't need game like that. You like him, put him in a situation where he cornered. Like, the example, if you like me, and I don't know who you are, right? And you live in the same town as me, right? And you like me, right? Either get invited to my house or invite him to your house, or if you don't want to do that route, go out. So let's say the go out route. Say if y'all go to do something where you can flirt, go bowling, go Top Golf, where you can flirt with him, touch him. You touch a man, the spidey senses start to kick in. But let's just play my scenario. If a girl like me, I'm talking to the girl, and I'm playing it cool. If I call you, text you, how you doing? I'm interested in you. That's me. I'm interested in you. So if you're around me, and I'm assuming you're around this person, all you got to do is put him in a situation where you're the woman, you got the keys. Like, just put yourself around a dude and do what natural people do. You're watching TV, kick your feet up and put your feet on his lap. Sit there, do the lean. You want something to eat? Play a card game or some type of bullshit game. Get interaction with some wine or something like that. A nice little flirty Q&A with the person. Watch something like watch something or watch a Tubi movie. Watch Boomerang or something. Watch something to where there's a rom-com where you can stay on scenarios. You ever had somebody like this? Blah 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 blah. Get interactive. But just flirt with the guy. I knew every time in my situation, like this. Let's just say there's a girl who lives far away, right? If she comes see me, I'm assuming she may not love me. Who care about that? But you like me some way, somehow, to just to. You're not just visiting me from a different state just because I'm a nice guy. I'm assuming. Otherwise, like, what the hell? What the hell you got going to be like? What? Like,
people travel for dick.
Yeah, but just to come see if a woman comes see you, Barry, she's seeing you for a reason. Not to have sex, but she likes you. She's just not coming from Texas just like, hey, Barry, I think you're a dope guy. No.
Yeah, I'm not that cool.
She might like you. And so,
not that cool. You got a purpose. You are coming for a purpose.
You just can't F it up when you get there. So women are not stupid, man. You put yourself I remember one time I did like a girl, right? This is right before I moved from Philly, right? I was over her house. And we all hang out. We hung out a couple times out there. Yeah, come to my house and we can watch a movie. I said, cool, right? You know what she did? She came to the door with the little, I call it the teddy. We ain't do nothing that night, but what I'm trying to say is, at that point, I said that night. Listen to
Oh, so you want to run that by me again there, boy?
I'm saying what that did was, unless you just silly, she put herself in a situation like this. Hey, hold on. It gave me my spidey sense to flirt a little bit. And that was the first time we probably did something like, what I say, listen, y'all, intimacy is not sex. But what it does is it breaks the ice. It's like, okay, you want me to come over? You come to, you invite me to your house, knowing you ain't got your day clothes on, and we next to each other, we chilling, we vibing. All right. So then at that point, the next conversation was when I say I got less friendly, I got more aggressive, like more of me. Not that, hey, how you doing? Oh, because I'm goofy and I'm naturally goofy. But if I feel as though I'm interested in you and I know I can do something without looking like a a-hole, I'm a different Ira. I'm putting on a different type of, she want to be more than friends. Or I may think that. So just put yourself in a situation. Put yourself in a situation to let nature take care of itself. You ain't really got to tell a person that you like them if you're going to do something about it. And that's not sex, y'all. It's not sex. It's not sex. It's just
people don't read messages like that.
No, a civil message. I ain't never had a woman that's a friend touch the back of my head and go like this, talking to me like watching a movie, getting invited to a house. Girls don't touch niggas in the back of their head because, hey, I like to rub niggas in the back of their head. There's certain things that you do to break the ice. You need to somehow break the ice. Once you break the ice, then that person, now some people break the ice a little too quick. That's their opinion. And I don't think there's no problem with it. Hell, if you want it, you go get it, right? Because some people go get it. But if you don't want it,
I'm gonna go get it.
If you don't want to put yourself in like stacking numbers like that, just put yourself, you and him, in a situation to where y'all having an intimate conversation. Put yourself in an intimate environment. An intimate environment is a home. Mind you, this is not the first time, but after you have a couple of days, somebody got to get invited to somebody's house, some way, somehow. Put yourself in a situation that y'all are in an intimate environment and let nature take care of itself. Simple as that.
I'll be trying to speed nature up on that sometimes. It'd be like, I want to ask definitively because I ain't trying to waste my time with people who don't want to be in certain spaces. And like you said, intimacy doesn't always require sex, but also too, a lot of people don't even know what they really even want until they find you, and they could change their mind ultimately, but they don't necessarily even convey that to you. I'm noticing, and I've learned that they want to protect their field. They want to protect your feelings because they said they're trying to protect theirs by telling you something. So I'd rather ask definitively and not progress and move forward from there. I ain't guessing shit.
No, it's not about this. Listen, as simple as this. Like Shantae's on here, right? Shantae's been my friend since we was in college, right? My last 2 years of college, right? And that's our friend. When we have game nights stuff like that, she comes, right? For all of us, we go birthday. Your birthday, we all hang out. My birthday, we all hang out. Blah, 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 right? That's a friend. She's never came over to my house or your house and was like this, like, hey, what's up? We should watch a movie together. Putting herself in a situation to where it's an intimate situation to even be insinuating something like that. That's what I'm saying. That's a friend. Nothing wrong with that. But if you like someone, you might want to do the latter that I'm talking about. Invite them over, or hey, we can just come. I can come to your house and I'll bring the wine, something like that, right? Just like this. At this stage of my life, if I talk to somebody and I invite them out to see me, right? Let's just play a scenario. I fly them out, right? That don't mean that we gonna mess around, right? That don't mean we gonna mess around.
Ho ho.
You gonna let me talk?
Oh, I gotta stop you on that one. Stop you on that one.
You saw my train of thought for that? Anyway. I thought you wanted to think about something. Anyway, if I fly somebody out and they're from far distance, right? I just hope you like me enough and just don't fly because you're fucking bored. You know what I'm saying? And so because that means we're trying to be in an intimate environment to see if there's any connection, any spark or something like that. Now, of course, there's always different scenarios. I don't want to I can talk about the easiest scenarios in the world, but I'm just trying to do a basis to where we're not talking about the nasty shit. Put yourself in a situation where you guys be intimate. Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. This, how I roll is, I want to make sure the girl comfortable. Oh, she with the smoke. Oh, she want the smoke? You gonna get the smoke. That's how I gauge my stuff. Actions. Now, for instance, like, all right, let's just say, Barry, you get a girl to come over, right? And she says, I want to sleep in the guest room. Well, she done told you what it is. The bitch sleeping in the guest room.
What you coming over here for then?
I'm just saying. But if she
stay home for that.
But if she's sleeping in the bed with you, I'm not saying you're going to get the draws. I'm saying that she just showed you, like, you know what? Right now, I'm comfortable enough to sleep in the bed with you. It's steps. We're not talking about fucking. We all know that.
I get that. I get that. I'm just trying to understand your thinking process on that. I mean, obviously, because it's different. Your thought process and my thought process is totally different.
I'm not, because you're talking about easy women, and I'm talking about people you like.
I'm not talking about that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying any of those scenarios, whether it be low-hanging fruit, whether it be a woman that's unattainable, hard women, whatever those cases may be, I feel as though personally, I'm still going to identify and ask specific questions that though this crystal clear, no matter what the scenario or situation is. So that way there is never no mishap or confusion like, oh, damn, like I played that wrong, or I misread that, or I didn't understand it. That's just me. That's just me. That's just ultimately how I would operate. Where if you're using that scenario, let's say you want to bring somebody over. If you come over to my house, it's not a question whether or not I don't even know if you like me or not. Like, I already know that it's established that you are connected to me or attracted to me at some capacity. You use a scenario, whether if you fly them out, I'm not flying you nowhere if I don't have an idea if you actually are attracted to me or into me, or if we even had that type of even connection. So none of that stuff is applicable from my thought process on it. Like I get it, but that to me will set myself up for a failure with that person, because it's like I didn't cover all the ground that I should have covered before anything occurred, whether it be
So
sex or not.
what ground you trying to cover? Because are you talking about fucking, or are you talking about just a girl
It
like
would eventually, probably, if there's an intimate space, it will lead to that. Granted, I'm not saying that's what everybody has to be, but
listen what you said.
if let's say if somebody does come out, if somebody does take that opportunity and say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there with him because he's gonna fly me out. Let's just use that scenario. He's gonna fly me out. Okay, cool. You don't know if from that scenario, you don't know specifically whether or not that woman even is really connected to you, into you, dealing with just you, or any of that kind of stuff, or even wants to be dealing with you. She just want to go out because she just wants to get out, because she just wants to fly out, because she just wants to travel somewhere, because she just wants to just be free. You may not necessarily even be in that equation for that to even matter. I'm not doing none of that until I establish exactly what it is and how it is. And just, I mean, that's just me. Like I said, my mind is reading completely different with that. Like I'm not doing that.
So what I'm saying is, I can leave that for the local people. I think, and we just having a conversation. I think that's local thinking. Like, if I fly somebody out, I'm not flying somebody out because I want some ass. Not saying I don't want ass, but that's not the object. In order for me to fly somebody out, right? That means I actually see something more than just that. That's what I'm talking about. Because I'm not gonna fly nobody out just to get ass. Because if that's the case, I want them bitches. I'm sorry. I want them women out my house at a certain time. If I just want ass,
All right. You want to have a little bit more of a connection with them besides just the sex. I get that,
so
100%. Because they're going to be there for a couple of days, so you want to make sure that you can be around them.
That's why specifically I was talking about long distance. If I fly somebody out,
I would say I'm
not going to fly nobody out, and I don't look at them besides a piece of ass.
Okay. Do you know how they look at you?
I don't need. Me personally, I'm saying that I don't feel like it's a failure if I fly somebody out and we don't have sex. That's not a failure. Do you want, niggas want sex all the time? Yes. I'm saying, now, if you might say a failure, like, damn, she look at me here, she look at me only as a friend. I mean, maybe you can consider that a failure. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes women are in the middle of shit and they don't want to admit it. They come out, they might be thinking emotional stuff. They may like you, but maybe sometimes they just got them dealing with the last dude maybe 2 weeks ago. They don't want to mix other dicks in their fucking system. It's not always about them not liking you. It's about timing. Now, if she comes back, what I'm trying to say is, you can tell if someone likes you beyond, hey, you want to hang out, friend, and a girl can like you. And y'all not have sex the first time.
Yeah.
It's plenty of times.
Yeah.
Sometimes the setup. Let me tell you something. She had a good time. Let me tell you something.
She'll call you.
She'll come back.
She'll be on your mind.
It's not a sprint, man.
If you don't hear from her again, it's pretty much curtains. Yeah, we've all been through that scenario where it's like,
figure out, like, when you go out, like when y'all go out, is she away? I mean, look, sometimes I get it. If this is like a after hour conversation, we'd be talking way different. But if this is a lot of times when you with somebody, you're trying to see how y'all vibe, because honestly, sex is the easiest thing to me.
It's the consistency and the attraction, the continuously. That's where the key's at.
That's why I'm not talking about that, because sex is so easy. When we fucking, I ain't got to think about that. I'm gonna be one of the nasty niggas. That's easy. It doesn't take no thought for that. But besides fucking, like, for instance, a lot of people broke up with people during the pandemic because it wasn't just now you're around this motherfucker every day, and before y'all was like around each other when y'all was fucking having fun.
You ain't no chemistry or connection.
Now you've been around this motherfucker every day, whether it's male or female, right? You've been around this motherfucker every day, and it's like, all right, ain't that much fucking in the world right now. This motherfucker is annoying, or that bitch is annoying. You know what I'm saying? You during the pandemic showed that y'all gotta have some shit in common.
You actually gotta like each other outside of the scope of just sex.
Like y'all gotta be like for instance, I can't say no more, but I like music, right? I'm just imagining like if I was a pandemic and I had me a shorty, right? We could be in the house, do our own little karaoke, just play the piano, and because we both like to sing stuff like that, and that's not about fucking. Or can we go to the store, go to Target, and we get some stuff, and we both hear a song on the radio on the intercom, and you
supermarket songs be jamming.
You know what I'm saying? Can you go in the car? Some of the best conversations is when you can go in the car at night, listen to some R&B, and drive around the town. That is so underrated.
Listening to Tony Brown, the chocolate sound that melts in your ear while you're driving down.
You can do your own little thing. It's to me, like I said, the easiest thing. Listen, man, my past ain't no secret. I mean, I'm a heterosexual male. You don't think I want some ass? That should be on the fucking table. Know that. Just know that I got. Just know this. I got what's that word? I got like structure. I'm not gonna press you about it. I ain't gonna beg you about it. But if you put it in front of my face, I'm gonna take it.
You want to take it
if I like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I'm still. So you're talking about more. I mean, I get it. So basically, you're not just saying like you want somebody to actually care about you, man and woman. Like if you're in that spaces, you gotta identify that this person actually care about me. This person thinks I'm important.
Care about that's a little over the top for the scenario.
I don't think so.
I'm saying for scenario, I don't care. It's not about care. I want you at the scenario I'm talking about. I want you to like me. Care is a little bit different. That's later on.
Think so?
Yes.
I mean, you can genuinely care about somebody as far as like their well-being, and as you spend time with them, you're developing.
You need interest though. So.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Ultimately, here's the thing. I believe that in the beginning, the woman got to like the dude more in the beginning, but ultimately, the man got to like the woman more. Ultimately, because he's gonna put you on the pedestal. But y'all both gotta like each other. Because see, when I say he gotta like you more, it's because men are in charge. If you're heterosexual, men are in charge of the marriage. You can't make a guy you can't make him buy you a ring. You can't make him like look at you like that and propose and all stuff like that. So a man need to feel that you like him enough for him to marry you. That's all. And he gotta like you enough.
That's where it comes. He got to like you more, and they got to do more than like you to marry you. He has to be want just you for the rest of his remainder days on earth.
Let me tell you something.
And it's more than just beauty.
And I hate this about women. I don't say it because sometimes us men we have friends like this, right? Sometimes we listen to our friends' situation, like yeah, damn, you're getting played, but that's not my job. You're not gonna listen anyway because you like him more. And unfortunately, a lot of women think all because a dude's having sex with you and tolerating you, you think he like you because he. Let me tell you something. When a dude got a rotation, a lot of girls be saying, "Oh, well, I don't think he mess with other people." He's not going to tell you he mess with other people. He's not going to tell you that because he wants you to ask
specifically.
Huh?
Unless you ask that question specifically.
Like the homie said, Antoine a couple of weeks ago. I'm talking about that. He was open with. What he did was nothing that I did before, but it was open communication. He introduced them like this, blah 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 blah. That's something different. A lot of dudes just be, oh yeah, I like her. You want attention from a lot of dudes want 2 to 3 girls that they can keep on rotation. And if you're dumb enough to be in that rotation, without giving too much up, he's winning. But unfortunately, I do know a lot of women, right, that got caught up in a game. They don't want to do because you know what? Maybe they like the sex, all that stuff like that, right? But that's the problem. You ever talk to a girl? How long you been with that dude? 2 years, and they've been back and forth. How are you back and forth with somebody? The first 2 years, your first 2 years, it should be bliss. It should be like y'all should be doing that. Why? How the hell are you arguing with someone and you only been with them for a year?
They're used to that. That's patterns. They're used to those type of revolving patterns.
What I'm saying is, ultimately, they're not happy about something, so they're trying to force that person to be a certain way. They know the answers.
Because people don't know what happiness is within themselves. They just try to get it through somebody else.
So I'm just trying to say a lot of times, women, because women are smart. A lot of times they put themselves through their own pain because they have the opportunity to get out.
Women ain't never satisfied. They never happy. They never satisfied. I mean, I'm ultimately they never satisfied.
There's a lot of women that are satisfied, right? It's just that we don't hear about them because they're satisfied. You know what I'm saying? It's only I told you before. It's not. It's a loud minority of women. It's not a large majority. It's a loud minority of women a certain way. And men is a loud minority of hurtness, picking the wrong thing, whatever the case may be. You know, that's just what it is, man. That's what a loud minority will have you. The internet is a loud minority.
A lot of people listen to it too.
Because like, if you listen to the internet, you would think that like it's 70% of black men who have a decent job marry white women. When that's like how the internet, you would think that'd be the number. When the number is 87% of black men are with black women. So I'm saying it's a loud minority, but it's the opposite. It's, brothers love black. I ain't never been a white woman in my life. Now, if I really wanted to be,
can't say the same.
Clip this. If I really wanted to, right now in my life, when I say I should talk to a white woman because I put my bid out on some women. They don't like me. It's cool, but this is where what if I did date white women, right? And then if they see me and I become successful in whatever in whoever's eyes, right? Then people saying, "Damn, you could have married a black woman." Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
who cares what they think?
I know that. I'm just saying. I feel like that's effed up because I could name 3 women who I put my bid in, did everything respectable. They say they like me and stuff. They ain't take advantage of it. So just imagine a dude who's been trying to get with black women all his life, every time, blah, blah, and he finally just give up and find a white woman or a Spanish woman who is like kind of like, you know, giving them good vibe.
Yeah, then go where you feel loved.
Right. I'm saying, but I'm talking about the people. It's like people think it's that hard. It's like people just want to be loved, and so it's disingenuous for people to be like this. You can't find a black woman. You can't find a black man. But speaking of double standards, the double standards that's not a double standard women gotta go by. Because when women date a white guy, nobody don't care. It's the opposite.
I don't listen to that shit. Go where you celebrate it. Go where you a priority.
I'm saying that like the people that it's always the people that don't want you talking the most. That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
yeah, 100%. Yeah, they're always gonna say something. They're gonna say something no matter if you can be a guy, you can date a black woman, right? And they be like, "Oh my God, you guys look so great. You guys look so beautiful. I'm so in love with y'all." Y'all break up, and you tell them that she's crazy. All of a sudden, now you just choose the wrong type of women. Okay, and now you go out here and you find a woman of different ethnicity or different race. Oh, now you can't deal with a black woman, and then that don't go wrong. Oh, that's what you get. You shouldn't have dealt with it. Like they always gonna find something. So it's never going to be a consistent pattern across the board. Like I don't pay attention to none of that shit. I've dated black, white, Spanish, Latina, African, Slovakian, Russian. It don't matter. It is what it is. Like what you like and like what likes you, and where you were celebrated and felt like a priority. I mean, things go well with black. Okay, great, cool. Things go well with white. Okay, cool, great. If they go well with another nationality, cool. People gonna say what they're gonna say anyways. My thing is this: whoever's saying certain things like that, my question would be like, well, shit, do you like them? Are you interested in them? Are you attracted to them? Do you want something from them? If so, shoot your shot. You know?
Now, let me switch the thing because I don't want it to seem like if people come on here, they think we're gonna be bashing black, but we're not
Right,
bashing.
flashing the light. No, we just answering the question.
I would say this. I would say this. I wish that more people will hook other people up and introduce people to other people if you don't find that person to your liking. Like, so if you know a guy, I'm only speaking for girls. So if you ever hear a girl like, oh, Tyrone, he's a good girl, yeah. They won't introduce them to their friends, Tyrone, right? What some of them may have done in the past is keep Tyrone as a friend because Tyrone does stuff for them.
That's a girl code. That's an ego thing. Because I asked some women that before, like, if you don't like him, why don't you like refer him to somebody else that may like him or that you might know that likes him? They're like, nah, I'm not doing that. And I was like, why? And they're like, that's just we're not doing that. So I'm like, I would try to go in depth and ask to why. I'm like, well, you made it clear that you're not interested, you're not attracted, you don't like him, whatever the case may be. But let's say your girlfriend is giving him the eye or like inquiring about him. Can he deal with the girlfriend? Is like, no, because he tried to talk to me or whatever. So she can't have me there. So I'm like, so damn, so she can't be happy because you ain't happy. Like, so it's like she gotta be miserable and unhappy and single because you miserable, unhappy, and unsingle. I mean, like that could be a match made in heaven. That's the kind of shit you might see on the movies where it's like, oh, it didn't work out. And they dated somebody that, was a even compatible. Yeah, that works in the movie. That's scripted. But I've learned that's a girl code. I actually would challenge any woman to answer that question, like why that's a thing. But that's a girl code. I don't think you're ever going to get a collectively across the board where women be like, you know what? He don't really necessarily butter my toast the way I like it. But girl, I think I got the perfect guy for you. Blah, blah, blah. I don't see that happening. Maybe if it's like, oh, he might got like a sibling or he might got a buddy or he might got a friend or something like that, you might have a better chance. Depends on whether or not they find him attractive or not, and if he fits the bill. But I don't see women doing that. I don't even think I even see men even doing that. To be honest with you, like I never seen a dude who was like, hey, actually, you know what? No, I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen maybe like once or twice. I've seen that where it's like, hey, me and this girl didn't work out, but why don't y'all give it a shot and see? I've seen that, yeah, because I think I've even done that. Like I've even done that shit. I don't know if that goes well or not. I don't know. I think it's just a code. I just don't. I think there is a slight thing in the back of people's mind where it's like there's something they want to keep to themselves, or they just don't want somebody else to be happy because they don't have. Like I just think it's just all just an ego trip, personally. But I don't know. I would challenge any woman to answer that question specifically. If you're not interested in a man and your girlfriend may be interested in him, would you alley-oop that to her to have her give it a shot, or would you not do so because of him talking to you first? Yeah. Yeah. I want to know the answer to that. Because I don't know if there is one. Now, guys, I don't know if guys do that, where it's like you already dealt with her. And hey, man, you want to take this one off my hands from me? Like that won't go well.
No, guys be worse too.
Like I said, I know I've did it at least once. I know I've done that.
Guys, I know a lot of disingenuous guys. You be like, yeah, go ahead and mess with her. Yeah, you nigga, you don't want me to mess with her. you don't want me to mess with her. You don't. You trying to be cool with it. You don't want me to mess with her. I can tell.
Oh yeah, you don't alley-oop somebody to somebody that you know you got heartstrings for and that you ain't gonna be able to handle it, because if y'all really into it, if you really into her like that, yeah, you gonna mess around and get your heart broken and your feelings crushed.
I ain't talking about that, niggas.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about work. When you take someone's option.
Oh.
I know dudes who clearly don't like, they got two of the other girls, or a dude could be like this, yeah, that girl will jump off, you know what I'm saying? I've been fucking with her for like 5 years. On and off, here and there, don't talk to her here and there, right? And then like you find out when your homie smash, right? He don't feel some type of way. Not all of them. I know when people don't feel they, and someone might say, yeah, go ahead, mess with her. No, nigga, nope. I ain't doing that, because then now when I take her from you and that's no longer an option, I done took some of your work. I seen it. I done took some of your work, and then I've seen it before, and that's what creates pillow talk. Oh, so nah, damn, you foul. You gonna fuck with my boy? Like, nigga, you done told me.
That'd be a little uncomfortable.
And if I'm saying, I know if I tell you, anybody, if you can take her, get her. I don't feel no type of way. Because if you can take her, get her. I'm not saying that I don't feel no type of way. I'm saying, but if you can take a woman that I mess with, get her, because that means she wasn't mine to begin with. If she gonna fuck with the homie or whatever the case may be, that's just a solid rule. But I'm saying
that's a loyalty factor too.
A lot of dudes be lying, because I've done this before. You do not want me to take your, if this is a jump off you've been having for 5 years, and then your homie busts her off, right? And she been consistent at work for 3 years. She's the girl that gets you to the highs and lows, right? Whatever. He take your work. Now you gotta find somebody to replace that. You gonna be mad. Not all dudes, but some dudes be lying. Do not fall into the trap of, oh yeah, go ahead, dog, mess with her. Every dude ain't the same. Every dude ain't built like that. You gotta find out how that other person deals with women. If you can take her, get her. That's really what it is. And then that's it. Take her off my hand. Don't ask me about him, all that crap like that. Keep my name out of it. If you want to deal with the homie, deal with the homie. Once you deal with the homie, we no longer like doing that.
Yeah, they probably don't care about that. As long as they got an adequate replacement.
But this scenario was more so about the dude. Like, a lot of dudes be lying.
Oh yeah, I mean, they act like nothing bother them.
A lot of dudes be lying in general. Like, man, there's certain times in my past I spared dudes the truth. You hit that? No, I ain't hit that, man. You hit that, man. No, man. We cool. Because there's certain aspects. You see them acting funny. I do it. It's always been the same ever since Ever since they've been partying, ever since the late teens to now, that game is the same. You can tell you, oh, you don't like her. You just, you just, you just probably upset about something else. Because dudes are competitive. If I take you to work, now you trying to find out what dudes. I'm trying to see if I can fuck. Now again, I've seen it happen before. Girl come in, hypothetically, girl come talk to me. Now she fucking me in the situations. That dude is she fucked my friend before that, right? My friend gonna hit her up. What's up, man? What you doing right now? You should come through. She go, nah, I wanna come through. Oh, what dude say? Oh, you don't want to come over now because you fucking with my man Larry. It's like, come on, man, come on. You if you're gonna play the game, see that's how I am as a man. I'm respectful. I grew up with both my parents, mom and dad. I have a equal. I'm pro women. I'm pro men. I'm just like you want to play. You want to be. I'm not. I can play the gray. I can't play the gray. I'm black and white, man. You want me to be? You want me to be the nasty Nick Ira, or you want me to be respectful Ira? I can do it both. You want to play the game? You play the game. Everybody can't play the game, bro. Everybody can't. They think they can. Just like every dude. Every dude like the polygamy part with things because they think it's just sexual. You just want to have a bunch of women. You don't want to take care of them. That comes with being a polygamist. You got to take care of these women. You don't want to do that. So this is why dudes be lying and having 4 or 5 girls because they don't want to take care of every girl. So
some dudes don't want to take care of themselves.
I found that out. A lot of dudes. You can't even tell. You can't even tell people. Even just. I ain't gonna say your best of friends or something like that. You can't even tell your homies everything. You can't. You can't tell them because niggas will be like this. Oh shit, yeah. Because sometimes niggas think that in order to get some work, they gotta tell somebody. Oh yeah, I was talking to Adam, man. He said you and him went out. I'm like, damn, nigga, like God, you can't get the pussy without bringing up my name, dog. Like you're supposed to be you're supposed to be throwing salt in the fries, not the game, nigga.
He said salt in the fries. Yeah, I ain't got to do all that.
Yeah. Little game, little old school pimp player game for y'all, man. But a lot of dudes out there ain't. It's a lot of dudes out here that they be zapping out when you take their work. You go check the internet.
Oh, yeah, they crash out. Wholeheartedly crash out, and it's like I don't understand. I'm like, there's so many other women to choose from. You just got to have a little confidence in yourself, and then give a little eye contact, and just say some stuff that isn't stupid, and regurgitate it. And chances are, you can probably get her attention. If you got to do too much to get her attention, you probably should just leave her alone because she don't really want to deal with you. But they have an idea of what they want to pursue, and it's like that's what you want. Okay, cool. Then you get it, and then you don't really nurture it, and you fuck it up and get pregnant, and you breed a never-ending cycle. Versus if you are trying to obtain that unreachable star to somebody, okay, then you might got to change up a few things about yourself. But a low hanging fruit or work that's easy to debate, it's not really a challenge. I mean, granted, yeah, everybody likes what they like and want what they want, but you got to crash out over somebody that is probably easy to get just because it's a misunderstanding or because your emotions aren't intact. Hey, you might want to kind of fall back on that one a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good mentally.
Mm-hmm.
In that space. And it's a shame because like it's all a game too. Because a lot of women know it's a game, and some men know it's a game. And it's like you just got to find the right players. You got to find the right people that's going to be on your program. It don't take much.
It's the simple. It becomes the dating, right? Dating is the most simplest, hardest process there is, because it's simple. You like me, I like you. That's how simple it should be. I'm interested in you. You're interested in me. All right. If that's the case, why are you out there looking for more? That's then after that point, after that little interaction, that's where it gets complicated for people. If I like you and you like me, it's like this. Simple. If I like you, like
Now you're talking about committing. Now you're
if
talking
I
about
like
committing.
you and you like me, and we're dating for, let's just say, a solid 6 months in a year. If we're not in a relationship, you basically done trained me not to be. You train me to be exactly what we are.
Some people might be okay with that.
If they're okay with that, they're okay. But they're not okay with that. Is what I'm saying. They're not okay with that
How you figure?
because they complain too much.
People complain even when shit is good.
No, it's not good then.
I mean, I think people just they do what they want to do until they don't want to do it again or do it anymore.
It's not good then. But I'm just talking about this. It's just people. I like you. You like me. We deal with each other a straight year. You cut off. I'm talking about a woman. A woman cut off all the other niggas, and she dating you.
Mm.
The answer is there. He didn't cut off all his hoes for you. You done cut off all your not hoes. You cut off all your prospects, and he ain't got to commit.
Do they really have prospects or people that just filled their time because they was bored?
I'm saying is a lot of women out there, because whoever they're giving their body up to, women tend to deal with that person. But they're really not in a committed relationship. They are just, it's a one-sided relationship. You are giving your body up to that person, and he didn't have to commit to do anything. And then if he giving you the hammer, the good enough sweet, you know what I'm saying? You're not even worrying about, damn, I've been here for a year and a half, and we ain't going nowhere. And mind you, I'm not talking about no 25-year-old. We're talking about the 30 up plus club. We all got jobs. We all work. We all don't need 5 years to be with people to figure out with this stuff like that. You date somebody, you literally, I'm saying at the max. I'm talking about if you actually date somebody for real, 6 months, you already know what the deal is. But we all like to have our cake and eat too. Oh, I'm gonna stay with her long enough for me not to commit. And girls fall for it. Women fall for it.
What about those who've been in that scenario where they probably been married and they're divorced and they just choose not to feel that crunch of commitment or just isolate themselves with one person again?
That's just them protecting themselves.
Because I hear that a lot.
That's them protecting themselves.
Nothing wrong with that.
No wrong. Okay, but let me tell you something. We all been hurt before. We all been guarded. But when someone makes you feel a certain way, all that shit gets thrown out the window if you're open to it. You gotta be open to it. That's it. Pin this on. Snip this joint. Here you go. The problem with, I'm gonna say men or women. I'm gonna talk about myself because I date women, right? The problem with some people that I've been running into the past couple of years is their past is kicking their ass. Sometimes this is why people don't like to deal with people, not necessarily with kids, but like you ever meet somebody they close with like 3 of their ex's family members.
Yeah.
Even they don't have kids. That shit is a turnoff. Damn, you can't, because the reason I'm saying that is because You can't move on with someone because now you're letting your past dictate your future and won't let you. All right, so you mean a new guy. He good. He better than all those other dudes on paper. He does this, that, and the third, right? He like, yo, man, like, so well, I went to my ex's mom house and we was hanging out, and my ex was like, no, don't go over your ex's mom's house. You haven't even established the relationship between you and I, or you and him, for him to even be open enough to be receptive to even be okay and not insecure with things. Too many times we let our past come to the forefront of something that's not even solid yet. So it makes that other person feel, damn, I'm doing this for you. I'm loyal. I'm being nice. I'm just, because typically when you talk to people, you hear about their past.
I mean, yeah, if they share that with you,
But I'm
and
only talking
ultimately
those
that.
people. I'm only talking about those people. So when you, and not just my personal dating experience, I got friends. It's like, dang, dog. Oh yeah, yo, she over. So here you go. She got 3 mom-in-laws. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you
I
can't
don't, I don't
again.
know if I care enough.
You
Yeah, I don't
have
think I
to.
care enough, to be honest with you.
You can't be holding on, and people. You can't keep on holding on to the good. Don't forget the bad.
I don't think I extend myself that much to shortchange myself. Like if somebody got a whole bunch of friends or they got people they known prior to me or whatnot, I don't know if I care enough to be like, all right, what's all this? I don't think I invest myself that much to worry. Now, if things tighten up, I think they would make a decision like, you know what, let me separate myself from certain people that don't benefit me versus me having the expectation. Like, I don't think I care enough. I'm just like, you can talk to and deal with whoever you want to talk to. That's on you. And I'm just saying that for me specifically. Um, Granted, yeah, if you're dealing with somebody and you're significantly serious with them and they're friends with people that they used to tear down, that used to tear them down all the time, yeah, and it's kind of like you're not separating anything. And I wouldn't want to hear about these stories, like, or even go over there. Hey, I remember when my son used to date her, and he let that one go, and this and that, and you sitting right there. Yeah, then that means that you have no definitive marking on her at all, where they're comparing what someone else did, and you're standing right here. They don't give a shit about you anyway. Yeah, that would probably be uncomfortable, but I wouldn't want to put myself in the midst of that. But I don't think I would care enough. Like, I think if they see that you don't care, I think if they see that you don't care that much, they probably will care more because they will probably try to avoid hurting your feelings or making you feel bad or discrediting you or deprioritizing you. Um, have I been experiences like that? I might have had one scenario like that, but I didn't stay around long. I'm like, fuck you need me for? Like, your mom is sitting here talking about how great somebody else was prior to me. I'm like, all right, well, where's he at? Like, he's so great, he's so awesome. Where's he at? Why you ain't with him? Oh, he ain't like you. Oh, he got married, he had kids, somebody else. Oh, this and that. Must not have been too great. And when something came up and it's like, oh, where's such and such? Oh, okay, well, y'all keep talking about this nigga like he the next savior. He don't hear. He don't like you and he ain't like her. So
Yeah, man. The past be kicking men and women's ass. Like, for instance, man, like,
remember Gina, right? Gina was like that. Her mom was like that to me years ago. Years ago. I was
I'm saying,
like, hey,
I'm saying,
so cute.
I'm saying, Reese. When I say, I'm gonna say it's a new for not for not. It's new. I guess the past 5 to 10 years, I see people as like, I mean, like, all right, I'm a man who has children by different women, right? I get stereotyped because of the situations I'm talking about. I don't have those situations. I don't go back to my past. I don't deal with my past. The only time I deal with my past is if we have to talk. You know, hey, I need a copy of Social Security, or we gotta go to a graduation. Uh, they have a soccer event. That's the communication I have with exes, and I have to speak to them at least for 18 years until my children get old. I do a really good job. My exes don't know what I do. I don't care what they do. And when I say that, I'm saying like, just like they don't care what they're not with me. I have a healthy. Some people ask me, do you and your ex get along? We get along because we are not in no one's business. We don't interact like that. It's annoying moving forward that as people who don't have kids with people who have kids with people, and like, all right, this is hypocritical moment. All right, would you date a woman who have kids? In some aspects, I can't deal with someone who got kids. Not because it's the kid, not because I'm saying the kid's the bad part. It's like, what's the relationship with you and your exes? Example. I know girls and people. He may bought her a house before, right? Say ex, he bought her a house, right? And that was in 2010. It's 2025. Well, he was there for me when I needed a house. Okay. In 2010, he bought your house, right? Okay, 2015, he gave you herpes. 2017, he beat you. 2019, he done had a baby on you. 2020, he done messed up your credit. You see what I'm saying? I'm just giving an example. Okay, he did a good thing in 2010. Congratulations. But since then, all that shit's the wash. But if you are the type of person who wants to hold on to the past because somebody did something nice for you, then you might as well just stay with that person, deal with the consequences, and shut the fuck up.
It's always a caveat to that. What they call it, a rough patch. They call it a rough patch, or it's complicated, or it's not that easy.
No. It's not. It's nothing. It's not. All right. I think people get this. I don't hate nobody. It's not about hating nobody. It's about moving on. It's about maturing. You can't move on if you keep on going in the past. Now, if you want to stay in the past, that's cool. If I wanted to not move on, I would have never let a gap go by to where I wasn't effing with my baby. You know what I'm saying? My baby mom, like that. You know what I'm saying? I would have been that guy that did all that stuff like that. No. We don't have that. Not saying it's probably because then for my maturity, you know what? We ain't working out. I'm moving on. Take the good and move forward. Not necessarily something bad. I'm not saying, I ain't gonna be with no. I can't move on from my ex because, we had a child together and he died. And that's always a special place in my heart. You know what? I did have a child who died, right? But guess what? That's that.
Yeah,
That's that. Moving on. That had nothing to do with the price of tea in goddamn China. Because evidently, at that time, of course, right? She thought it was some things she couldn't deal with. And she moved on. So why am I, right? Here's what's tiny. So if that person took the time to move on, right? Why am I holding on to something that they ain't holding on to? You get what I'm saying? That's my problem with the opposite. You are holding on more than what they are holding on to. I don't have, and it sounds bad. I am not loyal to my exes or people in the past. I'm loyal to the motherfucker who wants to be with me moving forward. If I'm loyal to my past, I might as well have stayed in the past. It doesn't make no sense to me. If you disagree, let me know. I don't get why people let the past keep them in a chokehold. Maybe I'm cold. Maybe because there's some things happening in my life that had nothing to do with relationships. That, listen, if you don't want to be with me, cool. I'll let go of that. I'm not letting my past render my future. Like, example, right? None of my exes, I'm saying right now, none of my exes call me, text me, even just whatever, right? If I get me a main girl, right? A woman that really like me and all stuff like that, right? And I start seeing an uptick of conversations. Hey, I'm just seeing how you doing. I'm like, yo, you gotta chill the fuck out. You don't got your shit. I'm trying to establish what I got. I'm gonna give you an example, Barry, right? We got some homegirls that we could, I got a homegirl who I know for almost 20 some years. We would hang out. We all would hang out. This is our real homegirl, y'all. We all talk in a group chat. This is gonna laugh. We all talk in a group chat, right? We all hang out. She get a man. Let's be real. She get a man. I'm gonna tell you another thing, Barry. She get a man, right?
Gone,
like insane. I want that. I want that same smoke when it comes to me, because I think sometimes we don't value our future enough with that. We let our past just screw us up like that. Like, so Jasmine. Oh, so Jasmine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We bring her around. But she had to, this is my example, not hers, this is mine. She got to establish her shit with that motherfucker, right? I like that. I respect that. Even though she knew us me as a friend for a long, long time, we done always hung out, right? But she had to establish what goes on with him, because evidently, let's just say, they together. This is the person that you're seeing every day. Y'all got to establish that. Now, as we all move forward, what we all do, he come around. That's how you do it. I'm saying that some women do not do that. They want to keep, man.
It's not that important to meet them. When you meet people like that of importance, you know where you stand at.
Oh no, yeah. I'm saying that when I get to the point where it's me and that girl, I want that. That's what I want. That say, like, okay, you had friends. You probably had dudes you dealt with a long time, right? Get to know me. You can't get to know me and know my stuff if you are still dealing with ninjas you either F with, but I'm really not talking about them, or friends. You have to establish that. Like, even Barry, like, it's the same way when friends get new women or fiancés and marry, right? I'm going to be in a wedding next month. Best man. Evidently, I have a close relationship with the groom, right? I'm not calling him like that. He got to get his stuff together with his fiance. They got some important stuff to do. And then once they get past that, we good. I'm always like that. I think people need space. Most of my friends are married or engaged. So there's no more, coming to my house. I got some holes in this house. I'm a single mom. You know what I'm saying? I can't do those things anymore. I can't expect that. I can't expect my friends to come over my house on a game night when all these mothers got wives or fiancés And typically, most of the time when I used to have that, I was inviting a bunch of single women there. Could I still do that? Absolutely, but I'm not. We all got to be mature and give up the past. This is not just a male on female thing. This is a friend on friend thing. And then once I get somebody, I probably will hang out more so with my other married friends because I will have somebody. Don't nobody want Ira coming around with different women every 5 minutes. That's not cool. They don't. I'm trying to tell you right now. They don't. I rambled for a little bit, so go ahead.
Nah, you have to get it off your chest.
No, that's just
If you ain't married, then you're just not married. Not in a relationship, he's not in a relationship. So you're not gonna still be cool or friends with somebody because of their marital status, because of their relationship status. Like,
no, that's not what I said. No, I'm saying that there's things. If your relationship with your friends have always normally been, we go over our house, we
yeah, I
do
get it.
bitches
I get it.
and stuff like that. You, as the single person, you have to, well, as them, you know what? It may not be a good idea for me to go over Ira's house because Ira will be having women over his house. Blah, 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 blah. Pick and choose your battles. And I stopped that. I'm saying that's the equivalent to, I named that because that's the equivalent to what I would say what women are doing. They are cool. It's different between being cool with your ex and y'all communicating. I'm cool with my exes. We don't communicate. We communicate like, they graduating on such and such. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going school shopping. Boom, boom. Not, hey, what's up? You know, we're not stupid. Communicating is different from staying in touch. Some people stay in touch too long, in my opinion. Or I'm mostly talking about, when I say relationships, I'm talking about us men and women growing up. A lot of us are 30 plus and not growing up because we cannot let go of our past. Like, you know what? We joke a lot. I'm not the same person I was. I can't run around. I can't just go with, first of all, it's just dangerous. I just can't go fuck with women, play with their heartstrings, because you can't play with everybody like that, Barry. You can't fuck with everybody's heartstrings, man. Some of these people are crazy. You can't fuck with, maybe you, so a girl play you, right? You're like, you know what, fuck her, you know, whatever, right? But what if it's, act like I'm the crazy one? What if it's me? Oh, bitch, you ain't fuck with me. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might take it to heart. You took money. I thought I had me a girl. You took money from me. You made me look stupid. And this whole time, you got 17 niggas. Bitch, I might come to your job. I'm not saying I will. I'm just saying there's dudes like that. You have to mature. People are always talking about what they did in the past. In the past, we all did shit that we should be doing now. Barry, there's some shit that you possibly did that I wouldn't advise for you to do right now, and vice versa. I wouldn't. It's too much. It's too much. It's not, and it's not being someone that's like you being Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Like, no, there's some things mature from it. And so I'm just speaking from the males, but I don't want it to be a conversation because some people really listen to what we said when we talk about women. I'm talking about men too, friendships, all that stuff like that. I knew as a friend that, you know what, Ira, I shouldn't invite my friend who's married to a game night where there's 7 other bitches who's single and they may find them attractive. I'm not doing it. I can't do that. That's What you feel about that? You think I'm wrong about that? You think I'm
It can go two ways.
realistically?
I mean, realistically, I mean, women don't want they man that they with around any woman, period. And if they look at whoever the single friend is and they don't trust their behaviors or actions, yeah, they're not gonna like that. But if everybody is friends and everybody has a mutual respect and you have a trust factor, and it's like if you can't do stuff around your friends and be trusted, then the whole point of getting married is kind of defeated to my eyes, where it's like, okay, you can be surrounded by 100 beautiful women. Don't mean you're going to sleep with them. Don't mean that you're going to do anything wrong, you know, because you single and he's not, don't mean that he's going to react the same way that you are. He has a different respect factor. He's going to have a different love factor. Has the different thought factor. He's going to be tempted by women, whether he be at your house, whether he be at work, whether he be out in the street, whether he be alone. I don't see it like that. I mean, I get it where it's like, don't put yourself in that scenario, so you ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to justify. You ain't got to answer for it. Yeah, I get all that. But there's some times where you might have to kind of go out on the limb and have some trust. And if there is no trust, and I look at it like this, then why are we married? There's no reason. If you don't trust me, if you don't believe me, then why are we together? If you think I'm going to do something just because that motherfucker might do something because he might be, you know, chasing after tail, don't mean that the married person will. I mean, it can go either way. I mean, granted, it's probably best not to, but then it's like, so what? You can't hang around. You like, what if the single friend never gets married or has a girlfriend? He's just dating multiple people and has friends. Okay, that's his lifestyle. So you're gonna shun him out because he has a different life than you? Yeah, that seems a little judgmental to me.
Nah, but that's different from saying, "Hey guys, come through the house." If that friend has a bunch of single friends and y'all doing single shit, he has not grown up. That's what I'm talking about. You as a single friend can still do and hang with your friends, but if I'm doing something that we all did when they were single,
can that wife come?
Yeah, she can come.
All right, then.
But 9 times out of 10, why would she want to come?
I'm just saying, like, I'm maybe I probably will never understand the dynamic of that because it's like, well, shit, if you don't respect and trust me to hang out with my friends and you don't respect my friends' behaviors and he's inviting you to come and you like, I just look at it like, well, shit, I'm still gonna go. I'll still go.
What I'm saying
if you don't trust me, you won't believe me, come with me.
All right.
You're probably asking the wrong person that.
No, so you don't want to get married or anything like that, so that's different.
So, you asked the wrong person.
Yeah,
but even still, I would even look at it like this. Even if I was in that space, I'll even put myself in that space. Even if I was in that space and I had a legitimate girlfriend, at times when you know me, I've had one, and I would still go into situations or be invited to places where there's other people there that knowingly could be attracted to me or that was available or that might be flirting or whatever the case may be. And I might have had, you know, the person I was dealing with me. Nothing might not have been done respectfully because they see that, all right, he's with this person. And I still will get in trouble for something that I ain't do. So it's kind of like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. So it's like, you know, there's no win in that. I just don't see it where it's like, you know, granted, yeah, I mean, I just look at it like this. You don't trust me or not? And maybe my mindset is a little different. It might be a little skewed from the thought process. You're going to do what you're going to do, whether if I'm there or not. You're going to do what you're going to do, whether or not somebody else do it or not.
But if you just got with a woman, right, and y'all got to that point to where y'all solid enough like that, right? Why so early would you put yourself in that particular like y'all like you still rather hang with your friends who hang around? If I was a woman, why you still want to hang out with your friend who got all these hoes at the house? And we not established like that. You could be doing something with me.
I'm not going to answer for a woman. I'm just going to say I'm hanging out with my friend. Whatever he do is what he do. That's me. You can have the whole busload of bitches. Okay, cool. That's for you. Enjoy that. If I'm legitimate and I'm locked and stocked with what I got and I'm good, and I'm sure we've all probably been there at some capacity, then I'm lock, stocked, and barrel. I'm good. And they can be some thoroughbreds. Okay, cool. Then they just have to be some thoroughbreds. I don't feel like I'm missing anything.
It's not even about thoroughbred. They could be a bunch of skis buckets. You know what I'm saying?
It can be whatever. But if I'm hanging with my friend, so it sounds to me it would be like, oh, so I can never hang with my friend if he's always gonna have single women around him. That's gonna be weird to me. I'm not gonna do that.
All right. So like,
I'm not doing that.
If you say a boys trip, right? And I mentioned, say, yo, we all going to DR, right? I'm imagining like what a woman hears her husband or fiance or really good, real boyfriend, solid boyfriend, going on a male trip to Brazil and Dominican
Costa
Republic.
Rica. Yep, Dominican Republic, Jamaica, right. Mexico, all that.
You got one time to go. You got one time to go. But if y'all always, we gonna go to Brazil right there, Costa Rica, and then Dominican Republic. To me, that woman gonna look at you as a red flag.
You're gonna look at me as a red flag. If I've been hanging out and going out trips, I'm not gonna stop because you came. I'm gonna still do the same things I did.
But all right, so watch this. Why do you think I'm saying that though?
You're speaking on behalf of women.
No. Why do you think I'm saying that though?
I don't know why you're saying it.
Why would you go to DR and Brazil?
He says, and for a guy trip.
Yeah, why?
Why would you? Because you've been doing it before. Why would that change now?
So you don't know why people go to Brazil and
I mean, I hear why a lot of people do certain things, but vacation is vacation.
But why? But why?
I mean, from the overall, people will probably go to DR and Brazil because they want to fuck foreign women.
Okay. So
you can do that over here. You can do that over here.
But you know.
Fuck foreign women over here.
No, it's different because first of all, for $25 you get a nice one over there.
That's cool,
right? And
I don't see vacation out of the country like that though. And like I said, my mind is different with that. I look at it like if I hang out and if I've been going on trips with my friends prior to meeting anyone, that's not going to stop.
I'm not saying that you can't go on a trip, but if your trips are DR, Brazil, and blah, 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 and they say, oh, y'all going back? What the fuck are you going back for? Another male trip to the same spot?
Same reason why people go to Miami or New Orleans all the time. They just like the area. They like what they like. I mean, I get what you're saying. I get it. But for me, nah. If I've been hanging out with friends prior and going out of the country, which a lot of people know I love going out of the country, I'm still going to go regardless. I can behave myself. I can still be respectful if I'm in that space. But if I'm going out here just to skirt chase, and I know that specifically, okay, yeah, granted, then that's dead wrong. But if I'm going on vacation and I vacation differently than a lot of people, then I'm still going to go. You have to trust it. If you don't trust it, then we don't need to be in no space like that. That's just me. Like I said, that's my thinking. How other people think, I'm not thinking on behalf of no other woman. No, I'm thinking on how I think. If we chopping it up and I say, hey, I'm going on vacation with my friends like I normally been doing, I'll see you in a few days. You can WhatsApp me while we there. You can chit chat with me, chop it up, but I'm on vacation. Why? Because I vacation all the time and I'm always going out of the country. Do you trust me or not? If you say yes, okay, cool. I'll bring you back a t-shirt, maybe a shot glass. If you say you don't trust me, all right, cool. Well, guess what? I'm gonna still see you when I get back. And if you say no, then that means that whatever we had wasn't necessarily meant to take off the ground anyway. So yeah, I'm probably the worst person to ask for that. But like I said, for me, if I've been doing it before, I'm going to do it afterwards. I'm not altering that because they might have an idea of something might happen because I frequently visit certain places. Some people go to Jamaica all the time. Some people go to Mexico all the time. It don't mean I'm just going there for women. I can meet foreign women in the city of Wilmington I live in. I can meet foreign women in different states in the United States. I ain't got to go out of the country for it. That's the easy part. But if you don't have no type of trust and belief that things are going to be cool, or I'm going to be honest and communicate effectively and being transparent, then guess what? Then we just going to be cool. Thank you for your time. It was nice knowing you, but I'm not going to deal with this then. I'm good. I'll find somebody that understands that, which you can and will. There's no loss. Probably somebody available. Now I get as far as the majority would be like, yeah, man, I don't want my woman to believe this. And I don't trust him to do that. Okay, cool. That's them. They can live with that. I'm not dealing with that. Nope. No, thank you.
Yeah, so as I said, I'm just a firm believer that people will go their whole life complaining about such and such right things, right? Why they don't work out? Why they don't work out, right? But you want to continue to do things that's part of the reason why your shit ain't working out.
Yeah, that part. I get that.
So change the shit. If you want to keep on doing the same shit that you know it has not been working out, all because it's comfortable, then don't complain about the same shit that's not getting you nowhere. That's all I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I mean that's obvious. Yeah, I get that part.
Yeah, it's like.
But like I said, I'm not speaking on behalf of them.
There was a period.
Speaking
of time.
It's
It's like dog. It's like this. It's like, man, there's a period of time where the roster was amazing as far as numbers wise. I was happy because I was quenching my ego. I got her, blah, 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 right? And at the most time where I had women at the peak of my time, the most women that I can just come through, right? I got nothing out of it besides that. Now, if you're a dude that don't care about nothing but that, then cool. So what I'm trying to say is like, so if I meet a new woman, this is what women do, right? If I meet a new woman like this, oh man, I get hella bitches. Many women that like me. Why? I hate when people do that. Okay, I got many women, right? I'm still single. That means I got many women who I don't like. That's why.
I disagree with that.
I'm just saying, that's why I see women who do this. It's the equivalent of this. You know how many women mess with dudes? They've been messing with dudes for whatever, however long they've been messing with them, right? And they get mad, and then they get into a little disagreement, they beef and whatever, right? Any girl that says to that dude, I got many dudes that like want me and stuff like that. You over here like treat me like an option. That's the dumbest thing you can say to a dude. He know that.
You are an option.
Right.
Yeah.
My point is, why bring up to a person that is getting their way that I got dudes that
because their feelings got hurt. No, because their feelings got tagged by something that was either said or done. So now they got to feel like they got to protect them.
I'm saying that I'm saying that when they do that, it's stupid because you're not going nowhere, and that person knows that. Why are you bringing up an option? Like, if that was let me tell you something about women.
The defense. It's the defense.
Let me tell you something about women. If she treated that person like a real option, the new dude won't even know. That's the new dude. I'm sorry. The old dude won't even know that old girl drifted. If the new dude was a true option, the dude that she's been dealing with or the people she are talking about, they won't even know that she moved on. Because that's when a woman stands on business. That's what I'm talking about. Or a person who stands on business. If you got to constantly remind a person that you got, if I got to remind it, like for instance, right? This girls who I may like or I like in the past, the reason why I never said I got other women that want me, you made it think that other women want me, right? It makes no sense to bring it up because evidently I'm only saying that to her because I want her. I don't want them because if I wanted them, she wouldn't even know that. She wouldn't even know. She wouldn't have heard that if I really had a true option that I want to go along with. When you got a true option that you want to go along with, the person that you are with right now would not even know. In my opinion.
I tell people this all the time. You dealing with somebody, mind your business to whoever they're dealing with, and just worry about that person. Don't worry about who they're dealing with before. Don't worry about who they're dealing with afterwards. You and them should be each other's priority with the time that you're with each other. If you worrying about extra stuff and other stuff, then you're missing the whole point of the time that you're spending with that person.
Well, look, remember earlier the topic was the double standards. When men do that to women, women get pissed. He gaslighted her. He love bombed. That's the thing. He love bombed her. But what I'm trying to say is the people who say men love bombed her, you done breadcrumb niggas.
Mhm.
Guys. Women, men love bomb, women breadcrumb. And a lot of times, people who always been the victim of someone getting love bombed, you think that they wasn't breadcrumbing nobody? It don't work that way. This shit, man, I don't know about you, nigga. I believe in that juju. I believe in that karma. Like, if I'm a girl, Barry, right, and I like you, right, I may treat you right, but if I'm treating the other girl like shit, it's gonna be some shit that happened between me and you that had nothing to do with what I did to you. But it's just bad karma, man. As we get older, because I'm only speaking for now. I'm only speaking about maturing. I'm in a change in my life. I'm not forgetting who I am. I'm not saying that I still give equal smoke, right? But I'm not deliberately out there trying to hurt people's feelings, put people in a situation that they are. I'm going after what I want versus, okay, in the meantime, while girl bullshitting, I'm gonna go fuck her. If you keep on doing that, you will keep on being in the circle. Because even if you go fuck her, by the time you get to that point, you finally get with girl. Now you don't know. Now it's like, I want to get rid of my hoes by the time she come around. Now, women do that. I'm not saying, I think men are better at that than women are, but when women try to do that shit that men do, it's different because that now you don't got so many soul ties with dudes, you can't even move forward. It's different. I don't care.
Man, now you talking about promiscuous. Now you talking about overly promiscuous women. Not every woman is promiscuous like that.
I'm not even talking about overly promiscuous women, right? I'm talking about there's a difference between a dude. I'm saying that a dude can mess with 40 women or 50 women, right? A woman can mess with 10 niggas, right? Those 10 niggas is worse than those 10 niggas are worse than the 50 that the dudes don't deal with. Because it's soul ties. It's different. We go in. We go like somebody has to enter their whole spirit. 10 niggas done enter your whole spirit. You probably got pregnant a couple of times. Who knows? Now that's soul ties. It's just not the same. People try to say, I'm just like a nigga. No, you're not. You may think you are, but you're not. Mm-hmm. Because I keep on saying all the time. That's why when we look at those videos and the stories, how many dudes leave their wives? You know how many dudes out there are married? Yo, you know who get a lot of play right now? Married niggas.
But when they see that you take care of somebody, they want to get taken care of. They have a different aura about them.
He gonna leave his wife. No, he not. He not. He's not.
They all believe that. Your coochie's not that good.
Not gonna leave his wife.
Your chicken, your meal food ain't that good for him to leave his wife.
If he was gonna leave his wife, he would have been did it.
And he would have left him for somebody else besides you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't believe that when I hear it. I hear it a lot. I'm like, this man ain't leaving you. Or leaving his wife for you. Like, come on, you know you that work. What Corey Holcomb say? Work that don't know that they work.
I'm just saying that. I just said that that's the difference between, like, even if a girl wanted to fuck mad niggas is like dick is dick, right? Nah, man, they gonna catch more soul ties, right? Than the dudes. Like we be like this. Oh, nigga, how many? Fuck that. How many times you don't fuck somebody? Like, okay, you can't. Somebody will remind you that you fucked her. You don't care. You don't care. Girls be saying they don't care. Some probably can, but I'm talking about like, no, man. They're not built like that.
Oh yeah, I know that. I don't listen to them anyway. That's the one thing I don't do. When it comes to there, I don't listen to them. It's like y'all don't know half of the shit y'all be saying when y'all say it, and y'all damn sure don't know what the hell y'all doing when y'all say y'all doing it. I go by the actions. I don't care what you say. I don't listen to what you say. I hear it.
Watch this, Barry. When you think about, I don't care how old you was, right? Do you feel as though you ever been in a relationship where you got treated bad? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your corrective action to that?
It was either ultimately I guess left, found something else better.
Right. I'm saying ultimately, and that's just what you were talking about. Did you did that once you feel as though you was like not getting treated right?
I was done.
All right. It's that simple.
No.
That don't happen opposite until.
Oh yeah, they thrive over that because they.
All right. Here's a better scenario. We can still be in love with that woman, right? But we understand that if that woman that we're in love with either disrespected you, and so on, right? I'm still in love with her, right? But I can't go forward with this person who disrespects me. So we will go out there and find somebody else. And in the beginning, we still may love that person, right? We know how to get over shit better than them.
Yeah, I don't care about love, but if you don't respect me, it's curtain.
Right. I'm saying we can. All right. In any situation I was in, let's just say the baby mama, any baby mama, right? Maybe in the beginning, did I still have love? Did I still love them? Yes, of course. But if I feel as though it was disrespect, right? I can't let my love for them get in the way with ultimately is me. Because I love me more than I love you.
As you should.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you deal with constant disrespect, you do not love yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
A lot of people don't understand that. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that dynamic. That's now you're talking about self-worth.
And
a lot of people's self-worth is low.
When you deal with a manipulative guy, right? They know this. I got this bitch right here, and I can manipulate them. They don't even love themselves. Because I can do whatever. I can curse them out. They come back. You know why? Because they don't love themselves.
You see that video where that young girl was talking to a guy on the street and he was asking questions, and she says she was with a guy that was abusive, that manipulated her, gaslighted her, disrespected her, treated her like shit. But she said she loved him to death and will go back to him right now if the opportunity was there. And he was like, "Why don't you love yourself more than him?" And she was young. And she was like, "I don't know." She was like, "The dick was good, and I just know it was love, and he don't know it yet." And I'm like, and I know I saved the video, and I'm like, she's not the only one that thinks like that. They may not vocalize it like her, but this man did everything to show that he does not really like you or respect you that way, and you translate that as into love. That means you don't like yourself. And she was a pretty young girl. She don't have any kids yet. Well, I'm shocked. She was a pretty young girl, so it was like she had potential to be better than what she was showcasing herself. But now her self-worth and her confidence in herself and just who she is as a person, that shit is like as a negative now, because you basically saying that you ain't shit, he ain't shit, and you ain't never gonna be shit, but this is what you like and what you want. So you'll never ever identify what happiness is because you were like so stuck on him because you got dignitized. And it's a shame because the guy knows that. He know he ain't shit. He know you ain't shit. And he out here, and she even knows, she's like, yeah, I know he cheated on me with multiple girls and this and that, but he don't love them. He still love me. And I was like, this can't be real. But I was like, no, it might be, because I've heard some people talk similarly to that, and they express that they translate certain behaviors and actions because their self-esteem and self-worth is so low to where they're like, you know what? This is love. This isn't this and that. I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I know what it is. And it's like, yeah, this that particular demographic or that particular genre, or not genre, that particular Gen Z or Gen X, whatever it is, fucking doomed. Doomed.
Hey, look, you ever hear this before? But I know you did. But you ever hear this when people say this? Men can't handle what they do to women.
Heard that.
Right. No, I'm not supposed to do that. That's why I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's I'm not comparing. I do not condone. Like you go.
A man can cheat. Yeah. A man can cheat on a woman. No, a woman can cheat on a man that she's with. The man won't forgive her. A man can cheat on a woman. The woman can forgive him and take him back.
It's the point is what I'll keep on saying. The point is simple. I'm not trying to compete with that stuff. If you cheat on me, you passed so many barriers that you didn't even try to even talk about. When a woman cheats on a man, it takes a lot to sit on the dick. Mm-hmm. No, listen. There's a lot of women who cheat out there. Mm. I'm not talking about no bad nigga. I'm talking about you cheating because if you was justified, you would just do it. And just we don't handle that stuff right, dog. I don't want to handle it like that. A woman cheat on me, I take it to heart. And they try to come up with so many scenarios. Maybe he wasn't there for her. Bitch, I was. Just say you cheat sometimes. That's it. You cheated. It's not always some when on the internet, just internet wise, when a woman cheats, before we cheat, well, what is it? Being a good guy doesn't necessarily mean you're a good guy to her. People just make up shit to justify cheating. If you cheat, like for instance, if you cheat on me, right? All right, if I told one girl before, if I cheat on you and you take me back, in 5 years that you cheat, right? You were cheated too. You took me back. You can't go back and say, well, 5 years ago you cheated on me. Well, you should have never came back 5 years ago. People cheat because they're cheaters. People don't cheat because why would you get mad? I just think the stupidest thing that people do is I'm going to get them back by cheating on them. If it was so egregious, if the cheating was so egregious, that would be the end all be all. Not for you to go ahead and disrespect yourself by fucking another nigga or fucking another woman. That don't make sense. That's just a justifiable thing to say to me, whether it's male or woman. That's what you want to do anyway. Can't nobody make me cheat and fuck I don't know, name a girl, man. I don't know, like so I don't want to do. I'm not gonna fuck a girl that I am not attracted to, or I didn't have that thought in my mind because I'm mad at Sherry. Mm-hmm. You don't do that. That's what you wanted to do. That crossed your mind. Don't nobody make me want to F another woman if I'm with a woman. That's something. If I decide to cheat and I go fuck with Sherry, that's something I want to do anyway. And now I'm like, oh, this is an opportunity to cheat. Mm-hmm. And vice versa. Nobody makes you cheat. You're a cheater because you're a cheater. So if you cheat and you try to justify it, you're just as bad as the person that you don't want. You're just as bad as the person that you believe is a cheater. Because why are we even having this conversation, or why are we even fighting if when you cheated, I was going to get back with you anyway? Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's pointless at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not thought to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying that the stuff that I'm saying. You cheat on me, it's a problem.
Say what he said.
Barry, you cheat on somebody before?
I've cheated before
Why you cheat?
because I could.
Why?
I was tempted and I wanted to.
But why? That's it. So you wanted to fuck other people, but stay with the girl you was with, right?
Maybe ultimately, yeah, that's probably what it came down to. Or I was just wanting to be selfish. I wanted what I wanted.
Okay, I'm fucking with you. Yeah, and that's the problem. People want to be selfish, and you only hear what happens to that person when it's done to them. A lot of selfish people only talk about what is done to them. You can't be that way, dog. You can't be that way. I'm not saying you.
Oh no, look,
I'm
whatever
saying,
I did because I wanted to do it, and I did it because I
and
could
that's
do
what
it.
I'm saying. I'm not coming from a spot where something happened to me. I'm coming from a spot where, like, when you got time to think about things, I just don't do it no more. It makes no sense. I get nothing out of it. Like, there was some girls that I broke up with, and their friends, I could have fucked their friends. I could have fucked their friends.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
But it's like, why? Why?
There's plenty of women out there. I ain't got to do all that.
Why? Because you mad? What kind of emotional intelligence is that?
Some people are. Some people are childish. Some people like, if you ain't giving to me, I'm gonna get it from somebody else that's close to you. Some people do that.
I'm saying that this is what I'm saying.
I'm good on that.
Under 30, I get it. I get it. But I'm talking about, we talking, we grown now. The talk's got to change. We all know. We all get the answer like, yeah, we gonna fuck some more bitches. We got, that's easy. This is about growth. If you don't grow, it's too many old. When I say old people, I think anybody over 30 is old. Too old to be complaining and not understanding there's consequences to your complaining. You know right from wrong. You think that you're gonna be able to out here to manipulate that person, and then all that good usually come back when you ready to do it. No, you got to put work into this shit. You got to practice. If you not you, because you don't want that. You got to practice what you preach. Even if you did in the past, if you move forward the right way, you will get what you want to get. And if that person meets the good version of you and they don't want to take advantage of that shit, okay, that's nothing. That don't say nothing towards. That's nothing against you, Barry, or me. That's on them. That's on them. You want to still deal with your past? Like, I think we both probably did that before. When I say past, like we probably had points in our life that when we were single, we kept on dealing with like a rotation of 5 people we already dealt with before.
Mm-hmm.
I can probably still do that, but not now if I put it on there because you know what I'm saying. But it's like it makes no sense because if I'm doing the same shit I did 10 years ago and 10 years prior, 20 years from now, 20 years ago, right? You get nowhere. I have to grow and do something different. Do we still we still the same person, but it's like, why though? All it's gonna do is you want to keep on having a repetitive bunch of seasons with people. And unfortunately, I know too many girls that are always in a fucking season. And you know what? After a while, you just gotta say, you know what, dog? That's what they want to be in. If you want to be in the season for the rest of your life, salute to you. If you don't want to take advantage of people, or you don't, all right, watch this, man. I'm jumping all over the place. You ever meet somebody or meet people who've never been out there? There's some people better who've never been out their neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
That may be stretching it. Every time we get a little broader, it's different. Some people never been out of Philly. Some people never been out There's some people in Philly who never been to Atlantic City, though.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people who never been from up north to down south.
Mm-hmm.
Some people never been Midwest, so on and so forth. Some people never been into a climate. Some people are so used to what they used to, they never gonna. If you can tell these people, I've been all over the place. You know, I've been in Kansas, not visit. I lived. You cannot think that your way of thinking and what you do, you gotta learn from your stuff. You gotta be well-rounded. The one thing I don't really want to deal with moving forward is people who never been nowhere. You joke a lot. You joke a lot. People who didn't travel. Now, I'm not talking about the people who couldn't travel because they ain't got no money. There's some people who don't travel because they just don't want to travel.
Yeah, I don't associate people like that.
It's their prerogative. But what I'm trying to say is that mindset sometimes. All right. That's why I popped the balloon. I'm jumping again. Why do you go? All right. If you study, right? If you go on pop the balloon, why do people go on pop the balloon like, oh, I don't want to deal with him or her because they're a long distance? Why did you go on the show? If you know the creative story, that's why they came up with the show.
They want attention. Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, but the realist view, I ain't picking because like this is too far. The point of them was one was in Africa, one was in Phoenix, right? The girl was in Phoenix. He lived in some country in Africa, right? They met each other like that, and they kept in touch. They found love, even though they're far apart. What did he do? He went to go visit her. She went to go visit him. They started doing that, right? And they was in a different continent. You got people who can take a fucking 2-hour plane ride, and they say it's for long, it's too far. You got people that live in the same city who will drive 45 minutes. I'm saying same city.
Over an hour.
Same state. Not depending on the state. States are different. But like, I know when I was in Philly, dog, I know people, and I live in the Northeast. I live in the Northeast the longest, right? There's people who was like, oh man, you live all the way up there. You live 45 minutes away. You live 30 minutes in traffic. I'm like, that's long distance. I'm like, bitch, we live in Philly. So all your niggas are from the fucking hood.
You. That's what that tells me. That means they don't like you.
Maybe you need to get, that's their prerogative, but maybe you need to get out a little bit. Maybe there's something about.
Trust me, if you worth it, they're gonna come wherever you at. It don't matter.
All right, but there's some people who are not used to that too.
Yeah, that's dumb.
That's done.
I've never had someone complain about me being far from them. I just will complain about, yo, you too far from me. Like if you over an hour and some change like that, that's a hike. And I don't know if I don't want to handle it consistently. I've had people like, oh, that's not too far. You might be 90 miles, 110 miles. I'm like, shit, speak for yourself.
But it can work if both of y'all work on it, it's easy. Because guess what? How many times you see people be triggering themselves out of the situation, right? You ever see a girl, y'all live like 10 minutes away from each other? Damn, yo, she want to see me every day. Of course, she lives 10 minutes away. I got work. Blah,
I'm okay with that.
I got work. That's right. So, realistically, sometimes you may need to be in a long distance relationship because you're telling one girl, I don't want to see you 3 times a week. And you telling one girl that.
Well, that means you want everybody to be convenient. That's all.
And convenient is not convenient for the sake of convenience. It's convenient to you. You want to dictate everything.
Yeah, most people do.
And you don't. And that's a selfish way of dating.
A lot of people are definitely selfish when it comes to dating. They want to do what they want to do.
Selfish way,
and that's fine too. It's just you get what you get. They get what they get. There's no loss there until you get into that mindset to where it's like you don't want to posture like that no more. I get it, but and some of those aspects like that and those particular ones, they don't care because they already know you ain't gonna be around long enough anyway for it to matter. So it don't even matter. They don't care. Anything over an hour, yeah, that's long distance to me.
You know what I mean? I work a lot. I work a lot. So
I get
if
it.
she's, if she's work,
I see you when I see you.
right. I don't need nobody in my face all the time if that's the case. But my thing is this: if that's your love language, not like you, right? I'm gonna go along with it. I'm
I
gonna
don't
do it.
mind. Yeah, I don't mind it. You know, like
Yeah,
if it
I'm
comes to
not.
that, I wouldn't mind it.
I'm not. You know, my point is, I'm not saying one way or the other. But if I like you, that's the way you roll. Because I want you to do some things because a lot of times people don't want to do things they're not used to.
Yeah, people are afraid of change. We're
Yes,
creatures of habits.
if you are afraid of change, I may not be the person for you. How I found out because I'm changing. I think for the better because some people want to be treated like glorified whores. It's like no. If you
Out here.
if we go on date, let's date, right? If we're not dating, we fucking. If we're not fucking, leave me alone. You know
It's
what I'm
fair.
saying? It's like that. If we date, we date. I don't know. It's too much. I'm gonna tell you this. This dating has become a gray area because people want to hijack and people want to be like they want to be in charge of stuff. No, man. We either going to date with each other, we either going to deal with each other or not. We grown. Once again, maybe 10 years ago, I wouldn't be saying this. I'd be like, yo, man, for the streets, blah, 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 do me. It's like realistically, though. If we talking immature, that's easy. I done mastered that. We done mastered that shit. But it's too many grown people like saying one thing, but they're still acting another way. I just want people to understand this. So, if you are in a relationship with a person, if you're not going to leave, shut the fuck up. Right?
That sounds like you directing it to somebody.
No, no, no. I've done that. Somebody done it to me. I'm pretty sure you've been in that. I think I'm gonna like for instance, like you had somebody that you dated, right? Okay, all right. You it's okay to vent sometimes about people, right? All right. How long are you gonna vent about that person? Like that person like uh over COVID. Over COVID. All right. Right. It's one thing if you talk and express to your
It's not even
friends.
an afterthought no more. Yeah.
I know that. I'm giving you an example so you can understand where I'm going at. When you told me about something, you wasn't complaining. You was expressing yourself. All right. After it got to the point to where like, all right, this bitch is disrespecting me now.
Enough is enough. Yeah. I was like
And
Popeye.
guess
I've had
what?
all I can
And guess what?
stand and I
What,
can't
what,
stand no
and
more.
what I'm trying to say is, as a friend, I never had a conversation with you was like, yeah, fuck that bitch. No, I had to say that, man. When I knew that you was over with that person, right? You just you stopped dealing with that person and you moved on like soul to soul. Keep on moving.
Yeah.
But I'm saying too, as women, stop complaining about the niggas that you chose.
I seen her not too long ago. She ended up getting chubby anyway, so that was a
Look,
good call.
now you being now you being, but I get it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, watch this. It's like this though. If I would have stayed with my ex, right? I wasn't happy about certain things, right? I would be talking about myself now. There were some things that was done I did not like and was not going to change. I could have stayed and saved that, saved this. You're not going to do it again? No, because I knew that I probably would talk to you about it, talk to him about it, act like then I was like, nigga, no. Once I seen that's a character flaw about that person, fuck that. I don't care what the outside think, or what the consequences are, because the main consequence is me. Once I was not cool with the situation, I was gone. I think I stayed into the situation longer than what it was, but I had some type of other things I was worrying about. Like, I played the game well, man. What I'm trying to say is, here's my thing. I stayed longer because I played the game well. I knew something was happening, but I wasn't healthy enough to do something. Once I felt as though I was healthy enough to do something, I skated. And then what the person wanted to do at the time, played the victim. You just upper left me. Okay. All because I didn't say nothing don't mean I knew something. I was being strategic. I didn't let my emotions get involved with my, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, Jack. I'm barely walking. I'm barely walking. Once I felt as though I could be blah, 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 home free, like a boy. But once again, I'm going to say this, then Barry can end off with what he wanted to do. I'm going to say it right now. Men and women, if you don't like your situation that you're in, leave or shut the fuck up. Clip that.
They're not going to do either.
If you don't like the situation you're in, leave or shut the fuck up. Because, and this is inspiration to you, and this is how much you can change the trajectory of your dating life, right? You have the power to do so. So it may take hard decisions. I've done it before. When I moved on, Barry, because who can move on that fast? Like say if I did something on Tuesday, but then like it was something that bad, that egregious. I mean, still on that Saturday, I still love her, right? But you did something egregious. If I did not correct that, Barry, right, the person will keep on doing what I don't like. That means that they don't respect me. So you got to make hard decisions against people who you may have loved at that time. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Once you realize and you love yourself, if you love yourself, you will move on. Or just be by yourself. But if you need somebody, hey, find somebody else. You can do that too. But you don't love yourself if you keep on putting up with the mess that you keep on doing with. Now, you're stupid. I've probably been stupid before. But it makes no sense to keep on complaining about something that you know. You ever be so into somebody or in a situation so much that you start believing and you start defending the person. Oh yeah, you know what? She was over the dude's house right there. They went on a trip together. They said they spent the night with each other, but they lay in the same bed, but they don't do nothing. This is your girlfriend, right? This is her best friend. You hear stuff and you start defending her. I'm making up some shit. You start defending that person, right?
I ain't doing that shit.
Right? You start defending stuff like, and girls do it too. I don't think he got no other girls. You think he gonna tell you he do?
If you ask him.
They're not, Barry. If they were, they would have been like that. I'm just saying. They're not. But if you're dumb enough to believe that they're not because you don't see it, congratulations. Shut the fuck up and be dumb. Because if he didn't, right? All right, let's watch Barry. Even if that's the truth, right? He not mess with nobody else, then it's even worse. That means he don't even like you like that.
Work or don't know that they work.
That means he's just putting up with you until you find something better. Because how many times this happened? How many times girls like this? Girls be staying with dudes. You ever hear this phrase? Girls be staying with dudes. I'm not building him up just to go ahead and be better with the next bitch. They think that they build him up.
No, you are.
That's their
You're helping them learn some
If
tools.
it make you feel better that you think you built that man up, congratulations. You played yourself.
You're adding something to them.
Because you could have been with him for 9 years, and he gonna go ahead and marry the next one, living happy ever after. He didn't like you. I don't. After a certain age, dog. Let me tell you something. After a certain age, after 2 years, it gotta be a change, dog. It gotta be a change. You happy because somebody like you, and you've been dealing with a person for 2 years. You don't want to commit to me. Vice versa, wherever we're talking about. Come on, man. People believe anything when they in love, or they think. It is sad because if they think that's love, then that's something they got to work on internally. There's some girls or people who never been properly loved. They think somebody loved them because they don't do what the ex does. The ex before the ex. That's like me saying, my 2 exes ago, she cheated on me, and so I think that my last ex is better because she ain't cheated on me. But she may have other things. All because something's. It's like, come on, man. We grown here, man. We all know what's right and wrong. I just wish that we all not play stupid. Barry, you know when you with a girl and the shit just don't smell right. You know that. And I'm just sick and tired of people acting like they're blind to it. And then sometimes when you approach that person,
They may not be blind. It is hopeful that things will change.
well,
They're giddy optimism.
Change is less than a year. If you've been with somebody for more than 2 years and y'all fucking and y'all both grown and y'all not there yet, you're wasting your time. And that's all I got to say about that, man. Wrap it up, man.
Well, everybody, once again, like I said, this is the three wise men coming on the Urban Opinionated Network. We are down to 2 of them. I think we had a good discussion of questions that was thrown around. Things to keep in mind for the upcoming days. Number 1, Friday is Juneteenth. Make sure that you get out there and celebrate that, enjoy it, since we actually made it a holiday for us Black people. Let us not forget also Sunday. What is so important about Sunday? I'll tell you. Sunday is Father's Day. So fathers, get ready to get nothing. Kidding. Or maybe not. Sunday is Father's Day. For those who are fathers, new fathers, current fathers, old fathers, happy pre-Father's Day. Hope it goes well. Also, too, happy Juneteenth for those that will celebrate it. The weather is supposed to be nice. Get out there and enjoy it. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your families. Enjoy your loved ones. If you don't take anything from what we take or what we have spoken about today, love yourself first before you try to love anyone else. And if you can't love yourself, don't bring anybody into that scenario to try to help you figure it out for yourself. Figure it out for yourself first, and then invite people into that circle.
And real quick, Barry, I want to say something at it. Don't do this. Both people. Say if you got, all right, Barry, say if you got a girl, she everything good, right? But she don't give you head, right? Right, she don't give you head, right? And then you go out, here you go. I hate to, she don't give you head, right? But she good girl, good, got everything going on, nice, whatever, beautiful, so right. Don't go out there and try to find a girl who's just gonna give you head, because at that point you're going to be stuck, because now the girl giving you head is going to keep you in like the just you'll be stuck here with the girl you actually like. Because now, why would you go? Why would you want to move up like this when you got this one right here who give you head, and this one that does everything else? You're not gonna go nowhere. Like women do that. Ever see it? Just girls be fucking with dudes, right? Right? Fucking with dudes.
You be picking the worst scenarios to paint
No,
pictures for me to try to see because it's like you don't give me hit, you don't like me.
I know that, but we're not talking about you because you just
That
listen.
don't make sense. The girl like you. Okay, if you like me, then you give me hit.
Some people give head, and guess what, Barry? Guess what? In life, women pick and choose. There's Larry may got the Larry. She sucked Larry dick multiple times. She might not want to suck yours. She has a prerogative to do that.
She does, but I don't
But
understand it.
anyway, before I give it back to you, I'm just saying, a lot of times girls they be with girls they be with guys who are giving the bare minimum, but they like that dude, right? They like the dude,
Mhm.
and so what they do is they go out there and they have 2 or 3 friends. They say they're friends, and that's why they keep the dude that they don't like because they got friends want to take them out, want to talk to, right? One they know, you know what I'm saying? That's the one thing people don't want to do is they do not want to make a decision because if they make a decision, they think they're gonna fail. One thing we do well, we make decisions. Sometimes we gotta make hard decisions. Sometimes, you know what? I stop doing that because if I keep old girl around, I ain't gonna never get my main shorty a good. We know that, but no girls. What they do is that's a he's my friend. Girls got friends. Watch out. Watch out. No, I know you don't care. Watch out for the word friend, Barry. Watch out for the word friend.
You know, I don't pay attention to none of that shit.
I'm just saying in general. I learned this about my last relationship. Oh, my friend Harold. Okay. Oh, you are so when you say Harold, when you say friend, you now that now your friend is niggas you fuck. Okay, got it. You're not a friend. When I say Barry, when I say friend, it's a friend. If I say, yeah, it means I don't never say that's my friend. If I find it, oh, that's some shorty I used to fuck with. This girl I used to mess with. Friend, girl I used to mess with. See how I separate that? Some women,
And
everybody's friend.
either one of them, don't worry about who either one of them are.
Some
Mind your
women,
damn business.
some women, everybody's a friend. It's like, and then well, when I found out that damn near let me stop, man. Urban Opinionated, I'm out this job, man. Because you can say something, Barry, listen. Sometimes you can say uniform, like, you can say something uniform, and people will take it as you're talking about them. No, this is not a one thing. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. You can say something like, oh, man, watch this, Barry. Man, a girl sucked my dick in the back of the car. That bitch the nastiest bitch in the world, right? Now think about this. How many bitches you don't let suck your dick in the car? Every girl who sucks in the car, I think you're talking about them. No, you really just talking about one person. You really just talking about one person. But they gonna take it to offense like, if you know what I'm saying, I sucked your dick in the back of a car. Bitch, I'm talking about you. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. My guy, and it.
Well, again, wrapping up another episode here of the Three Wise Men on the Urban Opinion Network. That is, of course, your host, Ira Parker. I am, of course, the co-host, Mr. Big Head Barry. And as always, before y'all sign off, make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe. And as time keep going on and on, we get pushing further into the algorithm. Please feel free to call in. With that being said, thank you all for joining tonight. Join us next week when hopefully we have all three back. And with that being said, peace.
In a world where love is sought but rarely understood, 3 men gather, not to agree, but to reveal truth. One who stayed, one who strayed, one who was changed. Not prophets, but proven. Not perfect, but honest. This is the 3 wise men. In a world where love is sought, but rare